Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die Presents Lost Beginnings, our brand new campaign that we're going to be starting before too long, where the players that you see before you are run through another of my homebrew from what we call it, the Realm of Alma, which, for those who watched the Dungeons with Veterans campaign, it's the same world, just a little continuation. So, before we get started, I am going to allow my players to introduce themselves here in just a second. I do want to give the shout out to Roll20 for the maps and miniatures in which we're going to use to show everybody, which it might be a good idea if I just go ahead and zoom on in here on the map and show you the little village that everybody will be starting out in.
It's so teeny and cute.
Yeah, for now. So that's our maps and minis brought through Roll20. Before too long, I'll try to get some Sirenscape music going in here as well. Our miniatures are created through the Hero Forge subscription packet, which allows you to make your little miniature, paint it, and you can make a digital copy of it. Of course, you can also get the 3D files to print it out on your own 3D printer, or you can have them sent to you in the mail. Don't think we have any other sponsors other than GUI Cube, of course, was a commercial that we showed at the very beginning of our campaign, or beginning of our show. GUI Cube is a 5th edition supplemental group that has their own world, just, like we have our world here, or some of those other people that stream have their own worlds that they've created. GUI Cube has its own world of Xayathe. So if you've not had a chance to go to check out GUI Cube, go to GUICube.com and check them out. They've got encyclopedias, they've got other stuff coming down the line. The commercial we showed you was for the very first chapter of the Red Star Rising campaign, in which we have played 3 chapters into it and are just waiting for the 4th chapter to be ready for us to do on Roll20. Just takes time to get all that material onto the Roll20 site. But once we do, we'll let you know and we'll jump back into that. So, last messages for our link down below the screen here. And we know Marcus can count. The link below the screen is for the Extra Life campaign, which we try to keep up and try to keep fresh so that you guys can click on it and give money to the Children's Miracle Network or the children's hospitals to help out those kids who are sick and need a little extra hand. So don't worry about any names that are down there to donate under, because we don't care about who is getting the most donations. We just want the donations to go to the children. So click on that link and help out those kids. And I think that is it for actual announcements. No, there's another. 2 of us will be present at the end of next month, or the beginning of September as it were, at a convention here in Atlanta called DragonCon. So that would be Todd and Ronnie. So if you're at DragonCon this year, be sure to look them up. So I guess without further ado, let me go ahead and pass it off to the top of the right hand of your screen. Up in those snowy hills.
My name is Curtis Ross. Tonight we are going to start introducing our characters, I guess. And I am going to be seeing how awfully the dice treat me tonight when I roll up stats for a little kobold named Jim. He's a little jeweler of sorts. He just kind of got misplaced from his home and found a new home here in this area. After me, we'll go down to
all the flashing lights.
Yeah, possible
Hello. No, I never played a lich before. I don't know what your assumptions are.
He was just a demi-lich.
You tried to.
Who knows? There's always a chance the campaign's over. Life goes on.
That's true. Anyways, hello, I am Marcus Scott. Did we introduce our characters? Or
yes, if you would.
Oh, I am playing Bryn Stonefoot.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
That's a mouthful, that is.
I was gonna say, so apparently you don't even know the name of your character. Noted.
Well, that's like
Take
his growing
two.
name is spelled, but everyone just said it.
I am playing Bryn Stonefist Krondors, a half-orc boxer who's retired to this little town and opened up this little tavern with his family. His wife is
That's an interesting name for your wife too.
Cesara, and his two twins, Sass and Chatreau. And
So do you just replace all your S's with THs?
Crap, they figured me out.
I'm confused. And his trusty little hound, Guinness. Yeah, but they run the
A lot of names for me to
lovely
check off my kill
Tall
list.
Tale Tavern, which is a lovely little cozy inn or tavern in the town of Bonneview.
Which is where
And,
our story will start off.
Yes. And hopefully throughout the adventure, me and my family will survive.
I'm sorry.
At least my dog. You don't want John Wick coming after you.
Did you say something, Marcus? I wasn't listening.
Oh, I have to
well-
kill one of the kids? Okay.
Hot dogs, get your hot dogs.
Oh
Mm,
my
It's not
goodness.
cold here, so it's not going to be chilly, I guess.
All right.
Well.
So
I guess we'll go on down to the Birdman, the owl.
Who?
Todd.
who?
Todd,
Ooh.
unless you changed again.
One.
To who?
You guys didn't understand my introduction? I just gave the whole thing. It's very concise language.
Yeah, the only problem
I
is I
don't
don't think any of our viewers speak owl.
Now I know. So, Todd Meekum. I will be playing Kerrigu. And his existence consists of blackness. Just consciousness floating in the void. We'll see if that can change. I hope it will.
Okay. Is there anything
And so
else
I
we'd
guess
like to
next-
know about our sad friend who constantly singing that song that everybody likes to sing?
I'm lost.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, that's so true. But he's singing the remake by Disturbed, not the original by
Oh,
someone.
wow. Oh, wait.
Oh, so he's got some lungs on him.
All right. So, is there anything else we need to know about you and the owl?
Honestly, I think it'll be more fun to get to know him as the game progresses. Don't you?
All right. So we'll move on over to our.
So
Is it-
wait, so I'll tell you what everyone sees though. So you see about a 4-inch ivory figurine of an owl. That's what I look like.
Okay.
Well, he's not wrong. He might be a little off on the measurements, though.
Oh, sorry.
He's a
3.5.
chess piece.
So,
Am I more like one of those like 1.5 foot tall owls that scare off the woodpeckers, or am I like a 2-inch owl that is like the bishop on a chessboard?
well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, tell people this is 6 inches, so we'll see.
Checks out.
So I'm 18 inches long, is what you're telling me right now.
All right, Diggory. Let's go to Diggory. Diggory, please get us out of this mess.
My name is Ronnie Romes. I will be playing Heathcliff Diggory, who is a middle-aged wizard who is coming into his own with his magic.
He's a wizard, Harry.
Yeah.
Not a very
No,
hairy
like-
wizard.
Yeah.
Not a very hairy wizard. Gotcha. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Very, very non-hairy wizard. I mean, kind of looks like somebody I know. I can't quite place it.
But he's not wearing a hat, so is he a sorcerer?
No. Maybe as a young boy, he got a fireball to the back and it's scaring everybody.
There'll be no headers things here. This isn't that
He
particular
went to the
discussion.
circus and got hit with a fireball.
Yeah. Okay.
That checks out too.
Uh-huh. So, moving along, let's go ahead and introduce our last character for this evening.
Randy from the background goes, that does check out.
I'm not a rogue.
Which is
It's
weird.
weird.
Like,
It's gonna
I
be
don't
weird.
understand.
My name is Tara tonight, and I guess for the foreseeable future on Sundays, I am going to be playing a character who is only 4'2", about 165 pounds, and a very young and spry 60-year-old dwarf who is a cleric who is disappointing her family, not pursuing the blacksmithing career, and is instead compelled towards knowledge and learning and wants to help and heal people and feels a pull towards seeing if she can maybe find her way outside of this small village somehow with all the things that she's taught herself.
Maybe one day.
Oh, her name's good. I guess her name would help. Her name is Felicity Brokeblade.
And so, Felicity Brokeblade is a dwarf, you say?
Yes.
So how does Felicity Brokeblade sound?
No.
No?
No,
We're not going to hear any dwarven broke from you today?
I don't think we will. No, I was practicing and it's
You
not
too,
good.
huh?
It's not good. It's pretty offensive, actually. To the point of I don't like how I sound. We might get there, Dan, but we're not there on day one.
All right.
Day zero.
Noted. So, and
That'll
of course,
be left up for interpretation.
we'll go ahead and drop down to the last one. That'd be me. I will be controlling the environment and everything they run into. Plus, there is a character in there that that may be mine, but we'll see. That's a surprise for when the campaign actually starts. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know you don't have any ability scores yet because tonight we're going to roll those. So why don't you roll initiative?
Oh, I gotta
So
get
we're
the
gonna
20 out.
roll a
Make it
d20, eh?
Yeah.
I think this is the dice box.
Like with dice?
Like
Like with the
dice.
20-sided dice?
For those who actually watch us on a regular basis, today this is going to be the first program that we have that the players will actually roll their own dice.
Oh,
Most.
that's a feat.
Well,
Mine
you'll
are
be rolling your own dice when
16.
you actually get some. All right, so let me get my.
I haven't
Little
rolled any
slip
ability
of
scores, so
paper.
I rolled a 13.
Yeah, nobody has ability scores, so remember this is just a straight D20 roll.
Keeping on par for the old game, Marcus.
Yeah.
Is that a
Roll a 5.
That's an upside down 5. All right, so let's see. Since it's a straight 15 to 20,
16.
16, and that is Heathcliff
Yes, sir.
17.
Oh, yeah.
with a
Todd.
16.
Got a one up, right?
I
Got a
always
one
got
up.
one up me.
I see Half Monk. What did we say the name of the owl was?
It's Ketago. I'm changing it right now.
Ooh,
Huh?
it's never gonna get old.
All right, and you had a 17. So once you've changed, I didn't say anything, Siri, so hush. All right, so that was 15 to 20. How about 10 to 15?
13.
And you are
Gems.
Jim.
Or Jim. However you want to go about it. Let me fix that.
Anybody else between the 10 to 15 rank?
No, sir.
How about 5 to 10?
8.
8.
5.
8 for Felicity. And I
Strong
see
8, if you will.
5 for Bryn. And okay, Caribou actually's got the name spelt now, so I ain't got to really ask him how to write it. Excellent. So, Caribou, you are the highest one on the initiative order.
Alright.
So, first off, what brings you? Actually, you don't know that answer.
So on to the next.
Next.
Well, that was fun.
So what would Caribou? Yeah, it is Caribou. What would Caribou be looking for in this adventure? What is Caribou and his controller actually looking to have happen on this?
So Caribou is, and as an Owlkin, being among the Kokra, he was odd because Owlkin are a very recluse people. They usually keep to themselves, but he didn't want to stay in his tribe. He wanted to get out. He wanted to explore, and so he left that plane and decided to descend to the mortal plane, to the middle plane, to Faerun, so that he could adventure and try to explore and find more of a meaning to his life than just sitting in seclusion and studying. And he had studied the sword with the Akokra that were the guards for that plane, and so he had learned the basics of fighting and sword play and archery. He excelled much more in archery than he did in the others, but he picked up some good skills. Unfortunately for him, the last thing he remembers is landing in a glade in Faerun and feeling a force enter into his body, and it felt like everything in his world was compressing and becoming smaller, and then blackness.
Okay, so what is you as a player and your character looking for in this upcoming campaign? What would you expect out of it?
Adventure. That's really what he's looking for. He's looking
Just adventure?
Yeah. Looking for a group of adventurers to go and explore the world and maybe kill a demigorgon, an ancient dragon. Who knows?
Ooh.
The sky's the limit, right?
You got your 46 handy?
My 4d6?
Yes.
Yeah. Come on, big money.
Roll that first column.
All right. So you want me to just roll the 7 or just roll one die or one set of 4? I don't know how we're doing.
Just roll one set of 4. Tell me what you got.
I got a 6, a 4, a 5, and a 2.
All right, so throw the 2 out, and you have
15.
All right, so do that 5 more times.
All right.
Heathcliff.
Yes,
While
sir.
he's rolling his dice, how'd Heathcliff end up in Bonneview?
So Heathcliff, the reason that he came into magic late in his life is because he has been searching for his parents. His parents both were scholars, really in-depth study of magics, especially time magics. And somewhere in his middle teens, his parents disappeared. Just nowhere to be found, no signs. The only thing that he was left with was a spell book or a journal of his mother's. In the spell book, there were a lot of magics he didn't understand, couldn't comprehend, and then there was a map which led him into the cartography field of making maps, trying to understand them, kind of visit and look around, just kind of find a new passion here. He didn't know what he was doing with his life, and that's led him here to Bonneview, where he is now kind of the town cartographer, helps any passerbyers by.
Yeah. Bonneview being one of the most remote villages in all the all the plain, I guess. You guys are very remote, as you can tell by looking at the map here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ridge and a river that pretty much cuts you off from anything. And the only way to get to the city itself is usually through this bridge right here on the map.
Right.
So, what is it that Heathcliff is looking for in this in life or in this campaign?
Just in life and in this campaign, I think he's looking to grow, maybe have some semblance of family and friendship. Maybe find out what happened to his parents.
Okay.
Just kind of grow.
What would Ronnie like to expect in this campaign?
Dude, I'm stoked. I'm learning to play a caster. Like, this is great. I'm again, like, continuing on what we've played on the games on Fridays. We've got, great fellowship and good friendship. So I'm looking forward to just hanging out and really getting in depth with a new story that hopefully that this is going to be my RP character. Like, this will be one that I actually get to tell a story with.
Excellent. So give me your first 4d6 roll.
5, 4, 5, and 2. So 5, 4, 14.
5, 4, 5, and 2. What was your first roll? 6, 5, 4, 2?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so go ahead and throw out that 2, of course. So it gives you your first number. And roll the remainder 6 for the first line. And as you do that, it's going to be 5 more rolls.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
And as you're doing your rolls, we'll jump to gems. What brings gems to Bonneview?
So, Jim's is not originally from Bonneview, believe it or not. May be hard to realize.
I don't know. Are you sure we didn't go to like daycare together or something?
I mean, you said you're like 70 years old. Jim's is he's like a solid 6. And so, no, years. He was from a underground mine cavern, as kobolds do, and he just was there, and he was born a little different than the rest. He was born a little winged kobold, and that got him picked on here or there, or sought a little higher of, depending on who he was around. And one day, it just one of the areas of the mine they were in, just the supports weren't there, and it collapsed, and he was able to get out, but it seems that the rest of them died. So he just went looking for some place to live, and after a while he stumbled upon this town, and with his knowledge of mining, gem, and some of that stuff, he found joy in being accepted as the jeweler for the town. So he just, works with all the gems, works with all the cutting and jewelry, and whenever he was around, he would hear people say, Jim or Gems, and he figured that might be his name that they're referring to him as. Definitely not. Yeah.
Okay, so what is Jim's looking for in this, life? Because, it's not really an adventure yet. He's just living in his town. So what would he be actually striving for in life? I'm granted he's only 6, but...
Yeah, he's an adult for a kobold, but he's just kind of getting there. He is happiest when he is working, when he has something to do. So when he's, during the day when he's working with jewelry or gems or cutting gems or whatever, he is happy when he has something to do. So, at night, say if, there's nothing really going on, but he can go over to the tavern and help, help out working there and being around people. He's a little skittish when he's alone, but he's happy when he has friends around. Okay. And he does walk around town. He's got a little straw hat with holes ripped in it so that he can wear it, because the sun does kind of hurt his eyes. But he just walks around, or, doesn't really fly around much. He likes to try and stick into the group of the people. So he has this wooden carved pipe that doesn't even work, just stuck in his mouth, trying to mimic some people from around town he's seen to try and fit in.
Oh, he sounds adorable.
But it's hard for him to carry a lot of stuff because, first he's real small. He's like 2 foot 4 inches tall and soaking wet 225 pounds. So
Felicity's gonna kill people for you.
he can't even wear a backpack because his wings get in the way. So he's just got his little belt, and his little apron, and he's just got some pouches on the side.
I got a
So
fanny pack.
Oh.
not a fanny pack, but a pouch in the front of the apron.
Yeah.
So he can put his tools there, and he's happiest when he's around people. And I tried doing a voice, and it either hurt my throat or it sounded like a goddamn leprechaun.
Let's get a taste of that.
Well, I tried to do it a little bit of something like this, and it just then I tried to do a little bit of gravelly, and it just really started killing my throat.
I love it.
But yeah, it's just that's don't you know?
Now you sound like little
Absolutely
Nicky from
god
freaking
awful.
Adam Sandler's Little Nicky.
I was trying to go with something else, but this
There for a moment, you sounded like a Canadian Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm so
all
sorry,
morning
his
when I
voice
was
is so
trying to do
bad.
something, it was coming up as leprechaun, and it's like I cannot get that out of my head.
Does not touch me lucky charms.
Oh yeah, you must not touch me lucky charms.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a good Irish book.
But yeah, so
There's a difference between the two. Like you heard that, right?
So, as a player, what would you like to get out of this campaign?
I'm interested for a good story and just a wonderful adventure with a good group of friends.
Can't get much better than that, I suppose. Let's give me a D4 roll. 4 D6 rolls, not a D4.
All right.
No, just a
So-
D4.
D4,
That's
that's a
half.
You
Okay.
only
So
you
it's
only
four
get
D4s.
D4s.
Yeah, I just used my dagger and one. No. First D4.
You can roll them all together.
5, 3, 3, 1. So 11.
All right, so you throw out the one. Go ahead and get the rest of them rolled as we move on to
Okay.
Felicity. What
So excited.
What brings Felicity to the town of Bonneville?
Yeah, I'm still not gonna do it, Dan. So Felicity grew up here, and
Oh my
her
God.
family is the local blacksmith family. But she is kind of scoffing at that tradition. She's good with the blacksmithing skill, but she felt a pull towards more knowledge. She wants to know more about the world. So when she had the opportunity to go into the library and start working there, as you can imagine, it's not a very huge library. It's a small town, right? I mean, it's very remote. But she scoured the books thrice over by now and has fallen in love with the idea of adventure outside of this small town, the history of what has happened to the world, the great adventurers that she's read about, and also has fallen in love with, in a way, medicine, but in a larger way, the ability to help people. So she was drawn into reading about clerics and different churches and different, groups for that. What's happening here? Thank you. And floss
Very
picks.
different from the rest
Definitely.
of us. She's nothing like the rest of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind
that
of.
was Mage Hand.
That's yeah.
Oh, that was Mage Hand.
So she has scoured these books and started to teach herself magic, and has I guess inadvertently tied herself to a god, probably. And Dan, we hadn't really talked about what gods were going to be available, but when I was looking, I thought maybe Grund, Gond, Gond, might fit. Gund. Okay, I didn't know the pronunciation.
Hold on a second, and I will bring up because I did not transfer the deities from the other game.
Okay.
That would be on me, but the current deities that are listed. Where is it at? Come on, scroll all the way down past all this other BS. There we go. So the current list of pantheons that are currently known is, for the most part, as Azrael, 12, which is probably what you're thinking. Maybe Profundus, Tenebrae, Neutralis, Exitium, Sephirum, and Potentia. Now you have the goddess of mysticism and magic, that's Potentia. The goddess most connected, what's called Nier, which is the Keepers. You've probably read that in your library.
Right.
The god of destruction and ruin is Exitium.
Would not be that.
Yeah, Naturalis is the goddess of life and nature. Tenebrae is the goddess of dark and chaos.
No, she's definitely a good soul.
There's actually two others. I'll give it to you in a second. There is Profundus. He is the keeper of the seas, and he rules the seas with his wife, Kiki.
Oh.
So two of them work
You
together.
love me. Wait, stop.
The two of them work together, and they control the seas and the creatures that live below them. 12 is the god of light and peace, also known as Dudecim. And the symbol for him is why I say you might be interested in that one, is a book.
Okay.
A tome of information. And then, of course, Azrael is the god of death. There is also Vindicta, who is the lawful god of righteous vengeance and justice.
Not only is 12 easy to say, bonus, but it very, very, very well fits the character. So we're going to go with that.
Okay. Let's see. He's tall, cropped, silver hair, and narrow blue eyes. Wears chainmail. Wields a long sword. His holy symbol is a gold backing with the design of the sun with 12 points. It's like I said, it looks like a tome with a gold cover and a 12-pointed sun on the face of it.
Okay.
And it may be one of the books you found in the library itself, and it just kind of called out to you.
That sounds perfect.
All right.
But she has made her newly acquired abilities available to the town, and is through. I mean, not many have taken her up on it, right? But through the small.
Felish, I got a bunion. Can you help me out with my bunion?
Yes. So through the small things that she's been able to do, she really enjoys helping people and.
I've got this burning sensation when I urinate. Is that supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes, but you listen. If we fix it this time, you have to stop. I mean, I don't think the sheep say yes.
Oh, they say nah.
But she got a taste for helping people and definitely wants to expand on her knowledge of the world and wants to go out adventuring on her own. Well, not on her own, but she's very eager. She's untested and she's eager and waiting for an opportunity to be helpful to a group and show that.
So I'm kind
she's
of
choosing to
saying
do.
you've rolled into the question I have for the actual character, but you as a player, what are you looking for?
I want to be a hero. I want to, of course. I mean, I love playing with you guys. I wouldn't be doing so many different. No, you little baby. Sorry. Games, with all of us. But I love an ongoing story. I love building a world with a DM and just seeing what amazing things can happen. And I really enjoyed the world that you've created here, and I'm looking forward to playing in the sandbox that you let us play in.
Yep, and you're going to be on a different part of the sandbox than you've played prior. So why don't you go ahead and give me those 4d6s and throw out the highest number.
Ooh!
Highest?
6, 6, 5, and 3.
Okay, so you throw out the 6, you keep the 1, 6,
That's
the 5,
not.
and the
No.
Okay, throw out the 3.
17.
I'm sure you didn't see my dance when I was rolling, right?
All right, so why don't you go ahead and finish rolling up the rest of those dice, and we'll move on to apparently the slowest person in the group today, Bryn.
Every day. I mean.
Well, hello there. I am Bryn. I kind of grew up in Barrymore. I was enslaved there, worked the little mines a bit till I got of age and started doing the gladiator matches. Uh, Fought a few times there, end up winning my freedom. Figure I travel the world doing little boxing matches here and there.
You had
Met
you
my
had a
wa-
best friend, by the way, in Barrymore. You guys fought together a lot, but he kept hearing voices in his head.
Yeah,
About
he
the
was.
same time every night, somebody or something would start talking to him in his head till he got tired of it and hung himself.
Yeah, that. I figured he was just going crazy. Took too many hits to the head.
But yeah, he was like your best battle buddy, and that was one of the reasons why you were no longer a fighter, is because him committing his. Yep, all because some voice in his head kept talking shit to him.
Yeah. I'm not feeling bad just yet.
Just yet.
Just yet.
I stand by my actions of my last game. Anyways,
No,
so I traveled around town to town doing minor boxing matches. Met my wife in a small little village. Traveled around some more, made some money. Wifey got pregnant with the twins, so we decided to settle down here in Bonneville. I saw there was an elderly gentleman with the Raggedy Tavern, so I figured, hey, I'd help him out, buy it out from under him, build it up. Got it renamed to Tall Tale Taverns, where I can
Bought it out
regale.
from underneath him, so he didn't want to sell, but you forced him to sell. That's what you're saying. So it was a hostile takeover.
That's
of
what
the
it
tavern.
sounds like.
kind of what it
That's
sounded
what
like
I
to
bought
me.
out from under
I
I
someone.
bought it out from underneath him, so
I
maybe
bought
he
out from
did.
under him.
He didn't want to
Mortgage
sell
to
it.
the
The
bank,
family
his mortgage
did.
to the hilt, and I stole it from him.
I bought it from his family, all right?
Oh,
He was up
they
there
bought
in
the whole
age.
family off.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even realize you bought it.
He doesn't even remember he owned a bar. You know, he's old age, memory issues.
What do you think?
Yeah. So, anyways, it's called Telltale Tavern. This is where I get to entertain the little village as they come in for food and drink and regale them with stories of my fights. And
Love you.
there was a fight a few years ago where I had this one little up and comer. He was well on me pretty good, but he was a biter. I tell you. Took off part of my ear.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was a fair fight.
Yeah.
I don't bite the ears. It was a fair fight.
Mm-hmm. Sure it was. But, well,
And I would like to apologize for everybody. That was my worst impersonation of that gentleman. And please don't tell him, because I don't want my ass kicked.
oh, I'm going to tell him. See, that's even worse.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. My wife, Cesara, she helped me run the bar, but she is a love of collectors of little knickknacks. She goes around to these little villages out and about and picks up little trinkets. Apparently, she's got an obsession with this owl trinket that she has up sitting on the bar, or not the bar, but the mantle of the fireplace.
Now, the owl trinket has not been given out yet.
Oh, okay.
So you
It's
can't...
just another owl trinket.
Owl trinkets.
Oh, so
Owl
she just...
trinkets.
she has owl-
reindeer trinkets. Yeah.
Gotcha. She just likes owl trinkets, period.
Does she have like Russian nesting dolls as well all over?
Oh, of course. Yeah. She like these little knickknacks. She likes to go antiquing all the damn time. That's why I work at the bar 24/7.
Light. Past tense.
Where does
Yeah.
she go antiquing in this teeny little town?
She travels to the other villages.
Yeah.
Sure that we found
So
some.
she's like the
You
the
guys are in a very
treasure hunter
remote.
guys.
You guys are in a very remote location as far as Bonneview is concerned, but there is a road, and it does go somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
it actually
also,
does
if
lead
it's,
somewhere.
if it's an old area, we could find relics of those who lived before us here, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe?
That is
But when
definitely there's definitely an old world, I will say. Not that your characters know about the old world, but some of you players
I
definitely
might
do.
know some of it.
Yeah. But and of course my twins,
In a
Sass and
book.
Shotaro, they help out at the bar if I can get them away from Jim, and those three quit playing while they're supposed to be working.
Well, now mind you, your friend that passed away, you weren't there when it happened because apparently you've already left and created a family. But yes, you were
Okay.
friends with the individual who kept these voices in his head that couldn't deal with it anymore.
Yeah.
So, what is your character actually looking for in life here in Bonneview? What's his aspirations, his goals?
Well, his goals is to
Other than stealing taverns out from underneath old men while they're senile and can't do otherwise.
I bought it from the family.
Family.
Dad
Just
he won't know. Just don't tell him.
yeah. He eats and drinks for free when he comes in.
Of course he
Just
does.
every
It's
so
his
often you
place.
see him try to clean the counter, take someone's order.
Yeah.
He don't
But
work
no,
here no more.
he's just looking at raising his family in this quiet, remote, out of the way village that shouldn't have any issues with the politics of the world. And when he's not working at the bar, he's out fishing with his dog and doing the fresh catch of the day.
Okay, so he's got a
Yeah.
family. He's got a dog.
Does
Yeah.
he have a
Truck.
cat?
Is there anything else that he has that he loves dearly in life?
I know. Do the kids
Is
have
it-
imaginary
wait.
friends?
If he loves it dearly, is its first name's John, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, he does
His
have a
wife
cat,
thinks it's
Moses.
sexy.
Cat named Moses, but he hates that cat because it's always trying to attack him.
The
Cat
one
loves
thing that's
so
going to
the
live
wife.
in the whole
Do
town.
not kill Moses. Gotcha.
Perfect.
All right, so you as a player, and I'm pretty certain that I know the answers pretty much to what you guys have, but you as a player, what are you looking for in this campaign? And please don't become a lich.
To run in a nice, good campaign just to turn it evil by skinning people and putting on their skin. Oh, no, wait, that's Friday's game. I don't know, just looking for adventure, some role play, keep making sure my dog stays alive and my kids and family are safe, you know. Kill the damn cat. Might have Chinese later on the menu.
All right,
But no.
Never.
so
Basically the same thing.
how about you give me that 46 roll?
5.
2, 2, 2, 1.
Now,
1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
now I got a 6,
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Looks like a
4, 3. Well, I wasn't sure because it was a skull.
Yeah.
I had the
You had to
same
make sure it
problem.
wasn't the one.
Gotta work.
So like
Yeah.
mine are like that.
Yeah.
That's the
So-
6.
I got a 13 on my first.
Maybe if
'cause
our
the other one
DM
was
let
a
us
3.
play with the dice more, we would understand that the skull is the high number.
Hey, this is a new thing, and I figured we'd try it.
I'm so excited.
I haven't rolled
Uh,
dice in so long.
I
Me
know.
neither. That's why I'm like, oh my
I-
god.
The last time I played D&D with real dice was like Dragon Con 19.
Yeah, when I was dressed up as a tiefling, and
Yeah,
yeah, that was the last time Dragon Con was even here.
I know.
So, go ahead and finish rolling the rest of yours. We'll go back to the top of the initiative order, which is Karagu. How did you do on your dice rolls?
All right.
On your first
so,
column?
my first column wasn't too bad. I got actually pretty good. So I got a 15, a 16, an 11, a 12, a 13, and a 16.
Okay, so You want to keep it, or do you want to try for another column?
Oh.
I want to try for another one. I think I want to try for another one. I'm gonna go broke.
All right, so you
have
want
to throw it out. I can't just like go back later. Like,
That's the trick here.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Try again. Or...
yeah.
3
Oh
columns.
man, I have such highs and lows on this.
Uh-huh.
Oh
That means-
man.
That
My
means the
first
digital
column
one I
is-
rolled earlier is thrown out too.
Huh?
I
Yeah.
rolled those digital one before we started, and I was like, oh yeah, that's my backup. No.
No.
Oh, frack me.
Yeah, my column, it's here
So,
and here. It's not here. It's here and here.
do you want to keep this column, or would you like to roll another one?
Oh shit. Dan, it's too much pressure.
I'm
No.
gonna roll again. I already lost the one I really liked. I'm gonna go for another one.
How many
Man.
chances do we have, Dan?
I
3.
said 3
Okay, we have
columns.
3.
I just might have been a little vague as far as the choices are concerned.
That's doing me dirty. That's doing me dirty right there.
And 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. You
It's
are
like I have anything
average.
between an 8 and a 17.
Because this is like base stats. Like the racials don't even count toward this, right?
Not
Right.
adding your ratios
yeah.
to it. This is just strictly the rolls.
All right. So my first roll of the second one is 16.
Hey.
Fill out my 2.
It's not bad.
So I'm off to a good start, right? It's better than the
Yes.
last one. The last one was a
Yeah,
15.
yeah.
All right, so go ahead and continue. Heathcliff, how did you
I
do?
shall stay with what I've got. I ain't playing this game with you.
Well, how did you
I ain't
do?
playing this game. 14, 15,
Yeah.
11,
Uh-huh.
18,
Okay.
10, and then 17. I'm not going anywhere.
Those sound like pretty awesome stats. So why don't you go ahead
10 and
and
11, meh.
go ahead and feed them in,
Okay.
and let me know when
Still.
you got your character ready.
Okay.
Your dump is a 10.
Yeah. I was like, I ain't playing this game with you.
All right, I've got 3. And so far it's a 16, a 17, and a 16.
Hey.
All right. Well,
I'm really nervous to get like an 8, though.
You
gotta
could
have a
roll
dump
a
pad, man.
3
You good?
or 4.
Jim.
All right, so my first column is an 11, a 10, an 18, an
Hey.
11, a 12, and another 18.
Ooh.
Do you want to keep that column, or you want to try?
So
for
I could be really fucking good at 2 things.
I'm
But-
with you.
I am very average at everything else that I am going to re-roll and lose those 2 18s.
All right. So give me that first roll.
Okay. 5, 4, 4, 2. So that beats the 11 I had with a 13.
All right. Go ahead and finish out the rest of them.
Okay.
Felicity. How did
Okay,
you do on
so-
your rolls?
I have a 17,
Hmm.
a 9,
Yep.
another 17, an 8, a 14, and a 15.
What you
Sorry,
got,
I'm
Josh?
sorry. I'm looking at the camera
I
right
saw
below you.
I can't tell if that's happy or sad.
Somebody's a
Oh,
little
my
giddy
dump's
at
an
looking-
11.
Hey.
Oh.
All right. So, do you want to keep this column, or would you like to try for another one?
The music in the background. What is that?
That
That would be Hay Bear on the TV in the living room.
Oh, on your own. Oh gosh, I don't know. Oh no, Dan, I
Just go
don't
for
know.
broke. Do it.
With my
Go for
current-
broke, Felicity.
Rerolling my dump is a
There-
12.
If there wasn't a copyright, issue, I would do a tune. But we all know that tune.
Is that
No,
your final
no, this
answer?
is too much
That's what I
stress.
expected you to say right there.
I got like 3 hours of sleep last night with the whiny baby, and I don't know what to do.
Would you
Okay.
Would you like to call a helpline?
No,
Or Lifeline,
no,
or whatever the
no,
hell
I
it's
have
called.
this. I have this. I am going to. I
I'll
haven't
help
rolled
one
dice in
this
too
time.
long. I'm going to re-roll.
All right. Give me your first give me the first roll for the next column.
Okay, not bad. It's a 16. So, okay. All right.
Go ahead and finish up the rest. Bren.
Alrighty. I ended up with a 13, 14, 7, 13, 12, 15. So basically average across, but I'm
One
gonna
too many hits to the
roll.
head there?
Huh?
One too many hits to the head there?
Hits what?
So, you going for the next column?
Yes, I am.
All right, go ahead and roll that first 4.
All right, that would be 11.
Yeah, finish rolling at the rest of them. We'll go back to the top. Heath. No. Caragoo.
I'm glad I re-rolled.
How did
I'm
you
really
do?
Glad. So I got an 11, a 15, 2 16s, and 2 17s.
Not bad. Are you
I
happy?
mean, I didn't get an 18.
Are
but,
you happy
you know,
with that column, or do you want to try
I'm keeping it.
3?
I'm not rolling again. You cannot convince me otherwise, Regis. I mean, Dan.
Is that your final answer?
That it is.
All right. So go ahead.
Price is wrong. Bob.
Go ahead and pop those in there. Let's see. Heath. It is Heathrow, not Heathcliff. Which is it, Heathcliff or Heathrow?
You're muted.
Muted. Heathrow.
Heathrow. Okay.
I'm in the process of changing it.
All right. Have you already put all your stats in?
Yes.
All
I
right,
chose poorly, guys. I chose poorly.
Oh,
Well, you
still
have
got
one
another
more
chance.
chance.
Oh no.
All right. So let's see. Well, I guess that is definitely a good dump stat to put in. So we know you're not going to be the heavy lifter of the group.
Correct.
I don't. You know what? I will. Let's see. Screen capture. Let's turn the screen capture on. And let's change it to display.
Just so you know, Curtis, this now makes me like really question my path of how I'm going because of my stats.
Well, my dump stat is my strength, and my strength is a 12.
Right.
My dex with racial bonus is a 19. It would have been a
That's
20,
not
but I
working.
rolled a 17 instead of an 18.
How about we just add?
Because I'm doing human variant, I can
Window
only increase it
capture.
by 1. So my intelligence is 19, but my dex is 18.
Yep.
So now I'm like, do I do?
Yeah. Yep.
Because that's amazing stats for.
It's all right. You can buff that out at 4th level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
I have
we
a
go.
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Those were my rolls.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will. Okay, there we go. We have Heath up on the board here. Have you bought your starting equipment yet?
Yeah, I just did the generic starting equipment.
Okay, and we got Arcana, History, Insight, Investigation, and Perception are your skills of choice.
That is correct.
Alright, let's see. You got the Researcher as your background, or Sage as your background. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Huh. There's nothing I like more than a good mystery. Knowledge is the path to power, and self-improvement is through knowledge. His bonds. I have been searching my whole life for the answer to a certain question. I'm assuming that certain question will be the location or what happened to your folks, right?
Yes, sir.
And I overlooked the obvious solution in favor of a complicated one. That ought to come in handy when we're playing,
Oh, yeah.
as far as roleplay is concerned. Alright, so you're all done up. You're ready to roll, so you're ready to roll dice and play.
Believe so.
We will go ahead and... Where is it? We'll go ahead and turn that off for now. Who's next in the initiative order? Gems, how'd you do on your second roll?
My second rolls, I don't think I'm going to drop them because they're literally 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12.
Alright, so you're happy with them.
But not in that order. But yeah, I'm going to stick with those because I don't mind those rolls. My strength being a dump stat of 12.
It's crazy.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I mean, I went from 2 18s, but the second highest was a 12, and then an 11 and a 10. It's like...
And for those viewers that are watching us, there's definitely a conversation going on in the Roll20 chat about things. So I'm glad I could go ahead and get you guys fired up before the campaign even starts. So you liked your stats. So why don't you go ahead and put those in play?
Yep.
And we'll
I'm
look at
switching
your
my
sheet
rolling
here
dice.
in a little bit. So Felicity, I'm assuming you did not like
Don't
your
do it,
second
Tara.
column.
Okay, so it's not horrible, but it's worse. Oh no. Okay, so I have a 16, a 16, a 14, a 13, an 11, and a 9. It's not the worst.
Oh heck no, it's better than your
It's not
standard.
bad.
No,
A 9 is my
but
lowest.
it can be worse.
But your racial bonuses are going to buff those really good ones, or you could use
Yeah,
them to
correct.
buff the mediocre ones.
So the question is standing. You have one more column that you're allowed to roll.
Can I
Do
give
you
her
take-
disadvantage on this?
Oh,
Do you?
Dan, okay, this is the problem with dice, okay? This is, oh, no.
I love it.
No,
Tara.
no.
I think you got this. Roll
Okay,
it
look,
again.
I have shiny dice to roll or the black dice.
Go the black dice.
Hold on. I'm gonna do one better for you. Okay. If you choose to do one more column, I will give you another choice on top of that. You roll it, or I roll it.
Why are you giving me more choices? I'm breaking out in hives and I feel them. No, I'm gonna roll it.
Are you sure?
Oh.
Nope.
Are you sure?
No, she said no. Here, I'll roll with you, Tara. Here, I'll roll with you. See, you obviously roll better than 5, 2, 2, and 2. Come on.
Did you roll better than a 5, 4, 3, and 1? Actually, you've not even made the choice yet.
You're like, you want to, but you're holding on to him like, do I really?
I'm gonna keep what I rolled because this is very stressful. I haven't rolled for stats since pre-pandemic. Okay, it's always been point by, and I can't handle this.
That's kind of the reason.
I have faith in the black dice, Tara. I'm just saying.
I mean,
Just
You
roll it
want
one
to
time
be
for me.
involved
Just roll it
if
one time.
something
Like,
bad
don't even,
goes
like,
happen.
just roll it.
Look, I'm going to keep my second, so I'm keeping the 16, 16, 14, 9, 13, 11.
okay.
But I'm gonna roll this to see how it would have turned out, so I can be either happy.
Heartbroken. See?
Ooh.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't have me roll it, because I rolled a 1, 2, 3, and a 5.
Oh yeah, no, 14, 9, and 10 are my first three. I'm really glad I kept it.
Oh, the next roll was even better. A 6, 3, a 1, and a 1.
So another.
Well,
Okay,
see?
16, 16, 14, 9, 13, 11. I don't know where I'm putting them yet, but they're going in.
All right, so go ahead and feed those in. Bren, did we decide to keep or did we decide to roll?
No, we decided to re-roll for the third time, and
What,
Oh.
what was the second column?
second column was 11, 11, 10, 10, 14, 12.
oh.
Okay, so you're going to re-roll the third column.
Yes,
Choice.
and
You
I've
gonna
already
roll them,
rolled it.
or do you want me? I didn't tell you to roll them yet.
Oh.
Okay. I'll re-roll them.
Hold on. I was gonna say you can either keep the column you just rolled, or I can roll it for you.
No, I'll roll. Do you want to hear what I re-rolled, or
Well,
do you want
what
me to
what,
re-roll
what would
them?
be your third column?
12, 16, 5, 18, 5, 13.
No.
Give me.
Ah! 2 5s?
Oh shit.
No.
Wait a minute.
One too many hits to the head.
Give me those numbers again.
12, 16, 5, 18, 5, 13.
Okay, so 16, 18, 13.
5 and 5.
5, 5, 12.
See, this is what
Here's the
happens when
thing.
you roll ahead of schedule.
Did you like buy?
Oh
Did
my
you
God.
did you buy the tavern from yourself?
He and Ted, him smart.
No, he thinks he bought the tavern.
He's just the busboy.
And he thinks he's married with kids.
It's just a puppet.
All right,
It's all just an illusion.
I can re-roll if you like.
I do want you to re-roll,
Okay.
but I don't want you re-rolling the entire column.
Oh, okay.
Do you
Which
want to
ones?
keep this column?
Yeah.
You can keep this column, but I get to roll the 2 5s for you.
Okay. If you want to.
No, I mean, no, this is your character.
Oh.
I'm asking
I'm
you.
happy with the 5s.
Do you want me to roll the 2 5s for you? And whatever I roll is what those 2 5s will end up being.
If you want to. I'm happy with the 5s.
Boy.
If you're happy
Oof.
with your character, I don't want to be the one that tells you to change it.
Oof.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
up to you.
giving you that option.
Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it,
So
keep it, keep it, keep it.
You would do no perception checks for us, my guy.
No, he was saying
keep it.
intelligence and charisma,
Oh,
not perception.
ooh,
That's
Okay.
totally up to you, Dan.
No, it's not up to me. It's not my
it's
character.
your character.
What do you
I'm
want to
just
do?
giving you that option.
Okay. I'm happy with these stats, but like you said, I rolled prematurely, so you want to re-roll those? You
Well,
can.
I'm just saying the dice gods have gotten mad at you and they made you roll 2 5s. That's all I was saying. So if you're happy with the stats and you don't want me to re-roll the 2 5s for you, then we'll continue. I just want to make sure you're
Okay.
happy.
Oh yeah, yeah. The 5s were 3, 1, 1, 1, and a 2, 2, 1, 1.
All right,
So.
let's just at least see what it would have been.
Do you know how to speak orc?
Yes.
Do you know how to talk?
Yes.
Are you sure? Are you sure you know how to?
I cast comprehend languages on him.
So you're happy.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to.
It'd be extremely hard to roll worse than a 5 twice.
Yeah. It's up to you, Marcus. I think he's being very gracious here.
I would take the rolls, but it's up to you.
Well, I'm just thinking, wouldn't it be
I mean,
more
don't you have to have at least
fun?
a 4 intelligence to speak an intelligible language?
Yeah, and that's a 5.
So, like, you can barely speak common?
Maybe.
Well, can he speak common? He can speak his native tongue, but can he speak common?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be role play. Like maybe that's.
There you go.
Adrian!
Yeah.
Okay,
if you-
Dan, I'm locking in.
All right, you locking in. I'll take care of it in just a second. All right, you
we'll
good?
do a group vote. Who thinks I should take Dan's rolls?
I think you should take whatever rolls you want to take.
Precisely. I'm just giving you that option.
If it were my character, I'd take Dan's.
I'd
It's
take
your
Dan's
character.
rolls.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I probably would as well.
All right.
Again,
Again,
how
it's your
hard is
character.
it?
It's
You
your
gave me a
character,
big
Marcus.
ego boost. though.
He could roll 3. He could roll
Yeah.
4. It is possible.
He could.
However,
roll 18.
unlikely. But it's your character.
I'll take one of the 2. How about that?
Come to the dark side. Do you want the first or the second roll?
Odd first, even second. Odd. So first.
It's an 18.
Okay.
The first roll I rolled was 3 6s and a 4.
Yeah.
Now, would you like to know what the second roll was?
Sure.
You positive? Because it's out the window. You can't have it now.
It's not gonna get
You
better.
got
than
18.
3 6s.
It's a 2, 2, 3, and a 1.
2, 2, 3. So still, that's a 7. That's 2 better than his 5.
Yep.
All right, so you got your numbers. Go ahead and lock them in. I think we're coming back to Caribou because you were rolling another column, were you not? You're muted.
No, I kept the ones that I had rolled.
On the second column?
Because you were trying to convince me, and I decided to keep it. Yeah, I kept
Okay.
the second
Are
column.
you locked in then?
I did lock them in, and now I'm discussing physical characteristics with the computer.
And what kind of conversation is that?
It's very one-sided.
All right, so let's see. Where are you? You're not even in the roll 20.
It should be. Oh, roll 20, no.
I mean, not roll 20. D&D Beyond. I only have Bren, Gems, Heathrow, and Felicity. I do not have you.
Oh, I don't. I have it in the Dungeon Veterans campaign. I don't have it in the.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go with that one. It's not the one we're in.
Well,
Only
Alright.
problem with that is, where are you at? There you are. All right, let's view you.
bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go ahead and bring this over here. We'll dismiss the background changes. Carragher's already got his background change. Let's go ahead and turn on the Beyond. Let's see what we got here. We got 16 strength, 19 for your dex, 16 for constitution, 15 for intelligence, 18 for wisdom, and a nice little 11 for your charisma. So we know your charisma with your don't stack. Alright, let's see. Deception, insight, intimidation, perception, and stealth are your abilities. You've already picked all your weapons and stuff up. Oh, yeah. 2 hand axes, a longbow, a longsword, and a net. Let's see. Let's check out your description. Background is faceless. Okay. Personality trait. I sleep just as much as I need to and on an unusual schedule. Being inside the statue does not count as sleep, so I will put that out there. Ideas. Security. Doing what must be done. Can't bring the innocent to harm. Okay, that makes you lawful. Bonds. I am exceptional.
Hey, I didn't say which side of the fence on exceptional.
I do this because no one else can. And no one can stop me.
I love the randomness factor.
Gotcha. No one can stop you. Alright, his flaw is I think far ahead. A detachedness often mistaken for daydreaming. Alright, so we got some interesting roleplay ideas there. Characteristics, lawful neutral. And you got the dual personality background.
Yeah, that's from Faceless.
So, that was you. And I know it's not Heathcliff. It's we looked at your character.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to bring up or say or change while we're at it?
No, I think I'm good.
Noted. Gems, did you re-roll?
Yeah, I re-rolled the second time and I kept the second time.
Okay, so you've already logged it in?
Yep, I locked it in and I'm just double checking everything on the other side of things. So yeah.
I'm just taking a moment to look at your character sheets on stream so we can... Oh, that's a pretty cool looking background. What is that?
Oh, that is... Character background. It is... ERFTLW backgrounds. That's what it's under.
Okay, so this isn't like a Beyond's typical background. This is one you've added in?
No, this is one of the ones in Beyond for the books. I think this might be a book that's coming out.
Okay. So Gems has got a 12 strength and 19 dexterity, a little mincy little bugger. 15 on his constitution, 16 on his intelligence, 14 on his wisdom, and a 13 on his charisma. He's got acrobatics, investigation, perception, persuasion, and sleight of hand and stealth apparently are his expertise stats.
Nice.
All right. He's got a very decent passive investigation of 15, passive wisdom, and insight I will not point out because they may come into play with the characters. You are a failed merchant is your background?
Yep.
Okay. I guess that works. Let's see. Personality traits. If I can be everyone's friend, I always have support. Ideas. Survival. Where there's life, there's hope. If I remain alive and flexible, I can succeed. Bonds. My friends / family means everything to me. I lost them once, and I must not do so again. Aww.
I just love him so much.
And his flaws. I get skittish and anxious when I'm alone. Okay, so you have, what's it? Separation anxieties. Gotcha.
It's a little winged puppy dog.
Alright, so I don't think there's any other more characteristics we need to pop into play here. Alright, so it's, that is our little kobold friend Gems. Felicity, have we looked at yours yet? No, we haven't. Did you roll? You didn't roll the third roll. You decided to stick with the second, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I stuck with the second.
Alright, so let's take a look and see how Felicity turned out. Alright, so she has a 16 to strength. I mean, that's pretty strong. But you are
if I would have thrown the hammer more than picked up books, my dad says I would be stronger.
Yep. Your dexterity is an 11. Your constitution is an 18. Intelligence is a 9. Wisdom is a 16. And your charisma is a 13. Excellent. Arcana, history, investigation, persuasion, and religion are your skills.
Yes.
Let's check your description for your background. You are a sage as well, a researcher, just like someone else in the group. You guys probably research together. It's probably why you guys know each other to begin with.
It makes a lot of sense.
I have no ideas. Do you have no ideas? Ideals?
Ah, crap, cannoli.
But
I thought I did
personality
these
trait.
ones.
I read all the books I can, always.
I typed in the ideal. I'm sorry. I don't know why it didn't
It's
save.
fine. It's fine. That's why I was just pointing it out to you.
Mhm.
Bonds. I want to make a positive difference in the world and learn all I can. And your flaw. I want to believe the best in everyone, even when I shouldn't. All right. And what?
The
well,
ideal is going to be the self-improvement. The goal of life is study is the betterment of oneself. I want to be better than I am.
I'm sorry, but your personality traits and flaws and all that are starting to sound like a Pokemon episode. I'm just throwing that out there.
Gotta heal 'em all, adventurers. No,
To be the very best.
no, I'm not going to say that.
Okay. Let's see. We got any other notes?
Oh, can you be my Meowser? Is Gems my evil sidekick? No? Okay, never mind.
All right. So who have we not looked at yet? Bren, we've not looked at you yet, have we?
No.
Is Bren ready?
On a momento, apparently I've doubled up on some of my flaws and stuff, so
I mean,
just clean that up.
no.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
goes-
the starting
super
equipment, I just
he
took
goes-
a couple of random things that
He
made
goes with
sense.
5.
Go ahead. I should be good.
All right. And here's Bren. Pretty decent background. Bren's got 2. All right. So hey, that. I guess it was not my 18, or was it the 18 I rolled for you that went into strength?
The 18 went to strength.
All right. So you got a 20 in Constitution, 16 in Dexterity. One too many licks to the head apparently is the go for stat here for intelligence being a 5.
Yeah.
You got a 12 wisdom and a 14 charisma.
Mhm.
He's got acrobatics, athletics, deception, intimidation. Are you missing any?
Don't think so, am I?
Nope, 4 is sometimes what you get.
All right. So you have tavern owner. So you
Mhm.
have popular demand. Personality traits. I love a good insult, even ones directed at me. I know a story relevant to almost every situation. So you do realize I want to hear whatever story is relevant to whatever situation you guys are currently in.
Well, see, what happened this one time, we
Okay.
were all sitting around. Oh, in game?
Yes,
Sorry.
end game. If you guys play off your flaws, your personality traits, and all that you got in here, I will try my best to remember to give you benefits for it, including experience, because we are playing based off experience this time. People. I like seeing the smiles on people's faces when I perform. That's all that matters. Greed. I'm only in it for the money and fame. So, when you perform, are there smiles on their faces?
When I go out in my boxing matches, yeah, when I beat the shit out of my
I
opponents.
mean, would you call those actual smiles or? I don't know.
Cheers?
Cheers, maybe, but I don't know if I put, because I've seen some fights before, and I've seen the crowd, and I'm not really seeing. I mean, it's usually like yelling and cursing and scowls and I don't know. But we have that as an idea. You got a couple bonds here. I idolize a hero of the old tales and measure my deeds against that person. What hero? Does that hero have a name?
Yes. Let me go look that up.
Akiki.
Kiki.
A Kiki.
Love me. No.
He was a very energetic mousefolk fighter in the arenas back in Barrymore.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to think what the other guy's name.
What other guy?
I'm pulling up my old character sheet. I got names on there.
All right,
Like
I
the
will do
people I was
anything to
fucking
prove
with.
myself superior to my hated rival. I want to be famous, whatever it takes. Now, your flaw is I'll do anything to win fame and renown. I'm a sucker for a pretty face.
Mhm.
Aren't you supposed to be married?
Yeah, she beats my ass, but I haven't seen anyone prettier than my wife.
Okay.
You just don't know why she beats your ass. She just beats your ass.
Yeah, because I do tend to flirt a bit with
Uh,
everybody else.
so apparently, you get even more licks to the head, even though you're not fighting anymore.
Right. It's a yes dear situation. I guess Theravan and Hamill were the guys I was fucking with in Barrymore.
I'd have to scroll through my notes and look.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm just now heading back to Discord and reading what was rolled, or told, or spoken, or whatever.
Oh.
About ability scores, and I'm definitely going to keep my first rolls in the line. All right, so I guess everybody's characters is ready.
Oh, I didn't do any equipment, Dan, because a while ago you had, so how do you want that to go?
You're fine.
Nothing.
Ah,
Good.
You're fine. Starting equipment wasn't a big issue because
Awesome.
you all live in a little village. I mean, what could go wrong?
Yep. That I didn't even bother going with that. I just kind of got,
That's just my default. I can take it off. I ain't.
It's no,
Yeah.
and it's no problem. Nobody's going to get chastised for doing so.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering if I should add base equipment or not. And if it doesn't matter, then I'm just going to leave it blank.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter right now.
We're not gonna survive the first day anyway.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. You guys are going to die the first day.
Checks out.
All right, so
Yeah. The only gear I really got was the traveler's kit and my dog, and then the crap I got for.
well, you can go ahead and take the
the-
dog off.
What?
dog's already dead.
Yeah, dog already died. Dog's been dead for years. You just don't realize it. I mean, you still go out every day and leave a bowl of food on the steps
Oh, that's
to feed the
brutal.
dog because the dog, stays under the stays under the
I'll
porch.
be right back.
Your kids go out behind you after you've gone back inside to work in the tavern, and they take the food, they walk around, they put it back in the bag, and then bring the bowl, put it back out in front. You haven't had to buy a new bag of dog food for years.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, what else did you want me to do with a 5 intelligence?
Just never picked up on it.
I'm kidding.
So is that why my dog just lays there on the beach while I'm? Because it's stuffed. It's not real.
That's what they did. It's just a stuff.
No, it was real. It's taxidermy.
No,
There's a
it's,
difference.
It's taxidermy. This is,
So
It's
my
very
kids
much
run out
real.
to the
Just
beach
dead.
when I go get bait, and so I come and see my taxidermy dog laying there sleeping. So, oh, okay. So I'm sitting there petting him as I'm fishing. I see how this is.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right, so all jokes aside, house rules. I am
okay.
keeping the house rule of advantage. If you are flanking.
Okay.
Actually, maybe I won't. I think I might just give you a bonus when you're flanking, a bonus to your attack.
Oh, okay. Is that going to be a flat bonus? Or is it going to be like a D4, D6, something like that?
You know what? Let's leave it at the advantage because that'll be easier for me to remember. I was gonna do it a flat, extra 2 points to any attack roll based on flanking. I believe that's what it used to be in 3.5. It was like
It was a
extra 2,
plus something.
per person you're flanking with. But
Yeah.
I know my mind, and
And I'm
Probably
going to be
forget
a pain in the ass about it because I have pack tactics. So
Oh.
I'm going to get that advantage, and then that's going to confuse other people.
So we'll just leave it as advantage whenever you are flanking. Yes, thank you. See, it's already starting to work. Since we're rolling dice now, if I look up and I see you roll your dice, and all of a sudden you're like, "Oh heck," and it's hit the floor, your next roll's at disadvantage.
So if a dice hits the floor, just don't look down. Just
let it roll, and then like make sure you have an extra D20 sitting up here.
Now I know you guys are all pointing out, "Oh, I got dice trays." How many times have you seen these people who are on stream with dice trays? And
I've missed
throw that dice though.
And they drop that dice.
I know
in
it'll
there.
happen. Oh, it'll happen.
So yes, there'll be
Since
disadvantage.
I'm rolling dice, you will probably see this happen. As some.
Well, that doesn't count. I mean, if you roll the dice and you are so ticked and you throw the dice because you're so mad, I don't count that as a disadvantage because you're already punished enough. But yes, if you roll the dice and it falls off the table, you're going to have disadvantage on the next roll.
Now, I've
like
got
I
a
said,
question for you.
Well, this is the time.
I'm looking to going into the fighter class Echo Knight. Would I get advantage with my Echo?
Well, that's part of the class's feature.
Okay, I didn't know if it would count as a creature.
I don't know much about the Echo Knight or whatever it is, so I'd have to look it up. But if it counts as like a helper kind of situation, then I'd see no problem.
Okay. Yeah. It's basically I can duplicate myself, and it has an attack turn right after me.
So does it attack, or does it just look like it attacks?
It does attack. It's as a bonus action.
Then
I
it
can use
counts.
that as an attack.
Then it counts.
And he can flip between the two.
Yeah, that will count because
It's an actual threat.
Because flanking means they're being threatened from both sides.
Yeah.
Which means he has to, divert his attention back and forth. We're also going to, and I'm probably not going to like it, we're going to roll our hit points as we level up.
Okay.
And we'll roll those on camera, on stream, so that the viewers can see, how far up, how much you get for leveling up.
Are you counting ones as ones, or are we re-rolling ones? I've seen it done both ways. That's why I'm asking.
I will allow you to re-roll a 1. Because, come on. You're supposed to be...
But if you get a 2...
Wizard has 8 hit points. He rolls a 1. He goes up to 11 at level 2.
You still have to add your Constitution modifier to it, but yes, I will allow the 1s to be re-rolled.
All right.
Should we do that now for level 1? Or...
No, level 1's going to start
level
with
1,
what
you
it is.
get max.
Yeah, level 1's
okay.
As is. One more thing. I've always, I do watch a couple of the other programs, and I always hear the, "Oh, that's cocked." Mm-hmm. So if you have, that was an 18. So if you have a dice that's that you think that is cocked or hit sideways, tap whatever you've rolled it on, and it should flatten out. And once it flattens out, what's facing up is what you get. And the bad part is, I've even seen Roll20. Not Roll20. D&D Beyond will cock a dice, and I'm looking at the 16, and it gives me a 5.
It's in there like that, yeah.
So yeah, just tap whatever you're rolling on, and it should flatten out. And go with that roll.
Are you still doing potions for self as a bonus action?
Yes. If you have it on you and you wish to use the potion, it's a bonus action. If it's on somebody else and you wish to find it and use it for them, it's an action.
All right.
Any other questions you guys would have for me as far as what's to be expected?
Are we keeping the same point system type style from Twitch?
Oh yes, that's all staying the same.
Okay.
And for those who are watching who don't know what I'm talking about, if you click the little button down below, as my wife calls them, bubbles, you'll see that you can actually spend points, which I don't know. Is it turned on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh,
Yep, yeah,
it's
it's
a
on.
world. Let's close that out. I have no idea what I just brought up.
Yep, there.
Yeah, I clicked the channel points thing on the actual Streamlabs,
Hmm.
and it's trying to take me to another page, and it just cleared out everything. All right, so yes, where am I at? There I am. I didn't even bring Twitch up this time. There it is.
Time machine here and take you back to when I.
No, don't want no volume.
That's a beautiful sound. I just need to point that out.
Oh, apparently because I have it listed as being for mature audiences, there is a button. Apparently because I have it listed as being for mature audiences. What the hell's with the volume? Quit turning on my volume.
I don't know.
It turned my volume up on when I brought it back up. So yes, the points are there, so you can click that, go down to the bottom here, and okay, it's a new show, that's why. Yep, there they are.
Huh.
You can give a random item that's based off level. When it says random DMG item, you can give a GUI reward, which I'll have the cards set to the side so the players can click on them to go to the GUI rewards, so forth and so on. So if you want to share some of the love with the players or share some of the chaos with the players, as I like to put it, you can give advantage or disadvantage to the players, and all the advantage to the DM. I mean, you can do the same. You can give me disadvantage as well.
Totally could.
Yes, because my players love to do it all the time
Mm,
with their own cards.
What?
Yes, that never
Oh.
happens. So, like Lunatic just gave me advantage. All right.
Starting off right foot. Let's go.
Kiss
I did have a
ass.
question on character names for supporting characters. Like for my parents, do you have a blacksmith already developed, and they would be my parents, or am I coming up with their names and it'll just roll into the game? I don't want to overstep on
Let's check the
anything.
shops because we do have a blacksmith.
Okay.
Which
I think they're human.
Currently, they're human. But we can change that.
That's why I was like, maybe they're retired. I don't know.
No, because some of this is being done as we go. Oh, I need to click the edit. For
You
those.
got 25 feet of movement.
And
You're slow
all
again.
those unassigned characters I have in there, Dan, if you want to incorporate them as NPCs for the city, go for it.
Okay, so your mama's name is Emma.
Oh.
Probably short for something else, but Emma is what she tells people her name is. And definitely a female dwarf. Now, as far as your father's concerned, I don't have a name in here for him.
Okay.
So, would you...
Oh my gosh, my mind's so blank. I'm only coming up with names of you guys like your real names, and that's not helpful. Let's go. What's a good dwarven name? Oh my gosh, blank. I got nothing.
Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. We got your mama's name down. Would you like to know what I have listed for her?
Sure.
Alright, well, I have to save this before I do that. And go back to the main page so I can click the actual link. Alright, so, yes. I understand. Take me to the page. She speaks with an almost imperceptible accent. She seems to always be the slightest bit damp as she... almost like she got out of a pool a few moments ago. And, of course, those who know her know the reason she's a bit damp is because she's working the forges. She wears a well-pressed and immaculate suit. In her case, it's a dress. Her hair is graying and her face has a few wrinkles in it, and her eyes are hazelled.
The no accent actually works with me being reluctant to butcher.
Yep, so
And
that's why I figured
that
I'd
is
go with that.
Wonderful. Fantastico.
She's also told you that when she was a child, that she was into poetry.
Mm.
But her mother was very strict and drilled lessons into her about being the perfect dwarven lady. And now, of course, she owns her own business.
Probably also why she supports my reading of books. She doesn't want to be
does.
like her mom.
Precisely. All right, so that is you.
Coo. Thank you.
But yeah, we have other people. The name of the blacksmith that your mother runs is called the Exalted Poker.
Exalted Poker?
Yeah. You know,
Not to be confused with.
like a fire poker. Of course,
She's
we have
taking
the
a
tall.
fire poker and exalting it into something.
We have the
better,
tall Tale Tavern, which is ran by Bren Stonefist Kondros. We all know who that is. It's located in the main street near the town gate. Well, you don't technically have a gate, but it's near the bridge. It's a plastered, large single-story building with a blue tiled roof. Your specialties. You might want to know this. Your specialties are fish pie with roasted apple and a coffee. Or, as some of those Easterners call it, cafefe. Octopus steamed bun with cake and a glass of whiskey. Or a dire pig sandwich with peaches and a glass of whiskey.
Ooh.
Some of the other townsfolk that tend to visit and spend time in your establishment are Robert Adley, Oda Ritchie, Ermina Darlington, and Helen Marley.
Now, with Oda, I have issue with him because he's a humanist. If you look at his details, he's not friendly to non-humans.
No. But there is some issues with some people in town. So yes.
No.
And by the way, anybody who wishes to, you can check the D&D Beyond campaign information, and you can click on all these links and details, and it'll take you to about the people that are involved. The Exalted Poker. Some of the patrons that tend to visit the Exalted Poker are Bucklaw Brushgather, who is a male halfling, Anselm Skeleton, who is a male human, and Tim Berkeley, who is a male human. You have an alchemist called Griselda's Concoctions. The owner of it is Griselda Walpole. She's a human female. Right now, she only has healing potions for sale because, people get sick, so she makes sure she keeps them on hand. She doesn't have any patrons currently that are in her establishment on a regular basis, so it's just whatever. Then you have the Gem's Eye. That is your local jeweler. That is ran by a male kobold by the name of Gems. Apparently he seems to answer that name. Nobody really knows his true name, but every time somebody says Gems, he goes, yes! So that is Gems. His establishment is kind of a small alley, probably between a couple of these little buildings. Who knows? Ernest Harper and Shane Emsworth tend to frequent Gem's establishment on a regular basis. Of all things, there is an enchanter in town.
Oh.
It's called the Commoner's Eye, and it's ran by Ivana Harlow, human female. Raymond Holm tends to hang out there an awful lot. I think Raymond might have a thing for Yvonne. But as of right now, the only enchanted items she tends to sell are quell feathers, or Quall's feather token. I think that's the one that grows trees, right? Then you have the general store, which is bare open. I think Justin Cornish might have had a few words with the local tavern owner on names choices when that was being picked. And of course, he sells pretty much anything you can find in the player's handbook, nothing more beyond that. And those are the only establishments you have. Now, of course, Tall Tavern is the only place in town that you can get a meal and rent a room. But granted, most of the people that are here have a house, so they don't literally get a room unless, you know, there's some weird rendezvous that they want to take it back to their house kind of thing. Bonneville is built upon an isolated peak that can only be accessed by a bridge, as shown in our picture here, and is known for its rude populace. So most of the people in this village can be rude to outsiders. The ruler / mayor, whatever, is Rosamund Benson. She's a female human. It says she's a feared tyrant, but pretty much what it means is she's very strict on certain aspects. Like, I mean, Bren's had issues and run-ins with her whenever the tavern gets a little crazy
Rowdy.
at night, and she's like, you know, Bren, it's 11 o'clock at night, and people have to work in the morning. Can't you tone it down a little?
Well, I can't help
You
it.
got
they
the
wanna come
fucking
here,
kobold sleeping on your front porch, lad.
but he's adorable.
He's still a kobold. Why do we even have him here?
Because he owns a gym shop, and he's our miner. He brings stuff for the blacksmith.
I know he's a miner. He's only 6 fucking years old.
Oh my
Whoa. Well, we're gonna go
Minor,
there.
not
All right.
minor.
That's why he's outside my bar.
All right, so the village has no particular defenses whatsoever because there is no wall. Why would you put a wall up when you have this nice moat around most of your village? There is a militia of about 13 that can be mustered in case there is an attack. The sheriff of Bonneville is William Allerton. He's a male human. And let's see, what do we have about our sheriff? Is our sheriff a good guy or a bad guy? Let's see, his skin is bronze and flawless. He is dressed in an above average manner. He is an epitome of beauty. Sporting a black mohawk and a bushy mustache, this man's hair draws a lot of attention. His mohawk apparently rivals even yours. But for some odd reason, he does wear a mask on his face.
Okay.
Let's see, pretty much tends to agree with only himself unless someone else's opinion sounds much like his or that he can profit from it. Are you guys related? He tries to control his temper, but he can't always stop himself from what he feels, what must be done.
He's my BFF.
The occasional robbery is his preferred attention getting crime. Really, he's the fucking sheriff. But he mainly uses his means for meeting his... Never mind. I will say that most of these people were randomly generated through a town generator. So, yeah. Apparently, if you're missing something, go talk to the sheriff. Not because he's going to help you find it, probably because he's got it. All right, so let's find out, shall we, about our mayor, shall we? Rosamund Benson. Oh, she's a pudgy woman, stands about 5'11", has a big, stupid grin on her face most of the time. She is armored in a gleaming plate mail if the need arises, but she's always got that flowing white cape on. Mantle trimmed with a soft tan waves gently in the breeze. She's a redhead, which her hair is knotted and matted, for, I guess, reasons. And judging by the bloodshot nature of her eyes and the massive bags underneath them, one would imagine she has not slept for days.
It's because that damn tavern's always loud.
The tavern's always loud. I like to get my beauty sleep. 8 o'clock.
We'd like you
That's
to
when I
get
go
your
to bed.
beauty
8 o'clock. Turn the damn music down.
All right. I'll talk to Griffin about it.
Alright, so she's highly sensitive about her name for some reason. So don't call her Rose. She loathes it, but will not take any gruff about it from anyone. She is motivated by money and will often try and persuade people to work for cheap. She haggles over everything, selling her goods and buying cheap. It's a good thing she's not a tavern owner. So apparently, anything that's imported or exported from town, she likes to negotiate for the best price. So mind you, that's pretty good for a person who runs a town.
Yeah.
But when she does get money, she definitely likes to spend it. So she's probably another one of Jem's avid clients, even though she wonders why they allow Kobold to, stay in town. And when I say they, I mean she is the mayor and has not kicked him out yet.
Why are you here?
Also, I like that ring.
I like your shiny rocks. Why are you in my fucking town?
Exactly. Like,
Can you get me more of them shiny rocks? No,
There's
I don't want to
pickaxe
pay
over in
that
the
much
corner.
for it. I want to pay half the price. Is that cool? Can we pay half the price? All right, so are your characters all fleshed out? Are they ready to roll? I mean, you guys like what you get?
Yeah, let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. Let's do the thing.
Yeah. I would like to point out, do y'all see the handout, Tall Tale Tavern?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, wait.
What?
No.
You got a handout? Yeah, there's a handout.
I do not.
Here you go.
Could you share that with everybody?
I just did. Jeez.
Jesus.
Man.
If you go through there, you can see what the tavern's like and what today's specials. I'll be changing that out every day.
Oh.
Fancy. We ain't gonna be here long enough to be
I don't-
changing out every day.
All right,
I
so
don't see it.
I have another handout that I'm gonna put out here for you.
I haven't seen the first one.
I don't see it,
I
Dan.
I shared it with everybody.
Should this be my voice? Maybe she's very annoying.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
And she's dead.
Okay.
And I have it set to where only you can edit it, but everybody can see it.
There,
Okay.
now I see it. Beefsteak. Mmm.
Lovely inside. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Now, if you scroll down too, you'll see Guinness. Even though you're gonna kill them off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna scroll down and look at anything because like I said, I'm gonna kill them all. What is this? Let's see if that'll do it. That'd be a decent one. Nope, that's just something weird. Alright, I will put something in there later. Alright, so all players can adjust, all players can see. There we go. Any pertinent information you guys would like to put in at any point in time, you have a party journal.
Curtis, please don't do 10 pages a session.
I have a document already set up for myself.
Okay, good, because I won't read through it, man. I won't.
I mean, I only had like 33 by the end of the last campaign.
Oh my goodness.
That's less than I thought you would have.
I have. Well, here, let me open up the one for Fridays. Fridays is only.
Alright, I have
16
another
pages.
one for you that you can fill in if it ever comes up.
Oh.
Okay.
If it
Nice.
ever
Sir,
comes up.
can I play the game?
So you have a
Please
party
tell me use
journal.
clickies.
If you want to put some pertinent little information in there, if you want, it doesn't have to be everything that happens in the campaign. I mean, take notes if you like to, but if there's something pertinent you think that maybe you might want to refer back to at some point in time, you can put it in the journal. Matter of fact, I think one or two of you are already that kind of character, right?
What's that?
What type?
And make journal entries.
Uh-huh.
I'm a bookworm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I make a journal entry or two.
I make many journal entries.
And then when you get a chance, you may want to create 2 more characters.
No, you cannot have a character sheet. Jeez.
There you go.
Well, I'm saying for
And
Todd and
Felicity's
you,
journal.
Ooh,
Thanks.
I could read her journal.
everybody's gonna be able to read her journal. Not her diary, her journal.
Nice.
Who's writing in my journal?
Okay, so let's keep that to what pertinent information you guys can think of during the campaign, if it's necessary. Now, why am I adding 2 new characters? And why do I have 2 Guinnesses?
I don't have a character sheet.
You will.
Uh,
Can you copy it from the Veterans Game Over?
hold
You
on.
don't want to copy that. There's a lot of random notes on that one. Oh, I can get him out of the veterans campaign into the other campaign. That's
There
not
you
true.
go.
I don't have a sheet on roll 20. Is what I'm
Oh, I
saying.
got you.
There you go. You should have one now. Alright, so Marcus has got one, Todd's got one. Alright, we got Heathcliff, Felicity, Gems. So I guess I need to get rid
I
of
don't
Marcus's.
see- I don't see Felicity in the list.
What?
Under characters on roll 20. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't see Felicity or.
I see Jim's there. There you go.
There it
I
is.
see.
Now I see it.
It's because I had it set up to where only the players could see their own characters.
I'm here.
So now I'm adjusting that. Everybody else should
Yeah,
be
I
able to
could
see.
see
Let's
Heathcliff
delete
and Marcus.
this Marcus because Marcus already has Bryn up there.
Yeah.
So why is there 2 Guinnesses?
I
One's
don't.
stuffed and one's not. Oh wait.
Alright, you only need the one, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I will get rid of the second one. There we go. Alright, so how about we go ahead and take ourselves a quick 5-minute break, and when we come back, maybe we'll immerse ourselves into the city of Bonneview and see what a basic day in Bonneview is like.
I'm so excited.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in about 5 minutes so my players can get drinks, use bathroom, and any other changes that the DM might need to go through before we get started. So, with that, don't go far. We'll see you in about 5. There's the button. I was looking for that button. And we're back. So yeah, we've gone through our little bit of a session 0 here. We've rolled up some dice. We've don't have all the characters out on the field yet. So if y'all want to put yourselves where in the town you are right now, please do so.
What time of day is it?
It's about midday.
Midday? Okay.
Where's the library?
Library would probably, let's say, the current town library is going to be near the church here. So we'll say it's right here.
All right.
Of course, that's your tavern. You already got that. Jim's, where are you at? Are you out here yet?
I stuffed my guy way up in the top left. It was kind of like an alley area, you said?
Yep, that's what that was like somebody's old barn or whatever they didn't want to use anymore, couldn't use anymore. So like, yeah, you can stay out there. Oh, you want to turn it? Yeah, sure, go ahead. We don't mind. So that's your little business. Who's this in the fire?
The owl. The statue.
I have no idea where my guy is.
Oh, your guy is not,
apparently in the fire.
your guy's not here yet. So. And do you have Hero Forge by any chance?
Oh.
It's free. Yeah. What
I'll
I
go
ended
on
up
and-
doing
oh,
is
yeah,
whenever I
I'm
make a
looking.
character,
I'm looking.
I just screenshot it and then put the roll advantage, I think is where you
Yep.
make the token.
Yep.
Yeah, so I
I
just
can
make
make
my
one real
character
quick.
in Hero Forge
I'm
for
just
free.
checking now
Screenshot.
to see if there's even something that'll help you.
I could take that image and make it into a circle.
Well, there's a fox, there's a bear, there's an alien. Oh, that's nice. There's an insect. What? No owl? I thought there was bird people in here. Let's check the.
Raven folk.
Yeah, there's a raven head.
You guys are in the library down there.
I could just find
Yes.
an owl bear token and make that my token.
Plenty of Draconans. Alright, yeah, so if you could just. I mean. I was
I
hoping
could
that.
just use an owl bear,
An owlbear? Let's see.
like one of the ones off Roll20, an owl bear, like round token.
Actually, there are some owl folk images.
Huh.
I just tossed in
So
some.
if you want to check one of those and see if you can find one that you like, you can use it, and we can remove the background using a certain web page that Marcus told me about. Wait a minute, there's an owl folk in Hero Forge. How'd they make that?
Where?
Well, there's an image of owl folk in Hero Forge. Here, I'll share the picture. And Discord, where's Discord? There's Discord. So, all right, yeah, see?
Oh, that looks great. Maybe
Oh.
maybe you like a raven folk, but they have different heads that you can use.
I don't know.
I was freaking out for a second. I didn't know who was sending me a message, me asking me that question. Sorry. I was like,
What?
yeah, I was like, I'm so confused.
Well, I guess maybe we can get a closer look at it and see exactly how they did it. Not that I can get in any closer. Oh, you know what it might be? It might be... Yeah, there it is. Clothing. There's an owl head mask in clothing,
Mhm.
so...
So just do like one of the faceless faces and then just put a owl head.
Whatever
mask on it?
face you want to put on it, and then you can turn around and do the owl head for the owl's head, and you can give it all the wings and everything else. So if you want to make it in there, and then just make your miniature using that.
Okay.
And do I need to make? You already got a miniature for yours, don't you, Gems?
Yes.
Okay.
He should be out there on the thing.
Yep. And you should have the ability to edit your page, so it should give you the opportunity or ability to put in your own miniature. All right. So, yes, you guys are in Bonneview. It's about midday. So, what is going on, people? Tell me, what is going on in Bonneview on any given afternoon?
Any given Sunday.
I would be in the library, organizing things that people brought back, seeing if there's anything new that might have been dropped off with the passing through trader, and just going through my favorite books and taking new notes.
All right. What about what's Jim's doing?
So, yeah, he's probably over there just out in the boonies, just keeping himself busy. He's got what gems he has if they need cleaning or cutting or crushing for powder or whatnot. He's got them all set up and organized out, and he's got his little brush and a little bit of water and a little rag, and he's just doing that. He's, cleaning and scrubbing and just kind of jittering a little bit when he's looking around, just keeping an eye out. Lights are off and no candles are lit or anything. He's just in there doing his own little thing, having a good old time.
Okay. So I'm seeing that there's more than one person in the library.
Yes. So I would be comparing notes from my mother's spellbook journal, looking to see if I can find anything. I mean, I do it daily, book by book.
Okay, give me an investigation. Give me the
first
roll
of. Oof. Come on, baby, don't let me down.
You got dice, don't you?
Oh, why am I clicking? You click. Stop it! Such a bad habit. Please hold. Let's do it. Woo, Dean, I about did it.
I was like, why are you looking at the computer still?
16 plus
6.
22.
Looks like a 22. All right, so as you're searching around, trying to compare your mother's spell book to other things you find in the library, you do find some books on histories of magic, and you find some other writings that kind of match some of what your mother was talking about. What's in her spell books.
Thank you.
You find a book on Nesros.
Okay.
Nesros, it tells you about who he was or what he was and some of the spells that he may have come up with. Pretty certain Nesros is in your mother's spell book, at least one place. Everybody seems to pick at least one spell with that guy's name on it.
Okay.
No, they don't.
Nesros was a very, according to the books that you found, Nesros is a very flamboyant drow wizard.
Okay.
Or dark elf wizard. Now, unlike most dark elves, who stick to the Underdark and like to hide out, don't make themselves real known, he was very flamboyant, and he always wanted to be known. He wanted you to know he was there. He was actually a pirate, so he sailed the seas and he used his magic to capture other vessels and steal the loot and stuff that was on those ships. What are you trying to research there, Felicity?
I'm probably just reading through some of the anything pertaining to 12 that I can find, and trying to read up on different medicine techniques and such.
All right, investigate.
Okay, all right. Which we're gonna go with this die. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That is a 7. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you're doing the reading and you're taking your little notes, and then as you're doing it, you know the sign said no drinks, and you're certain there's a reason for that. So as you're looking over this, you find a book that's got a recipe on how to use natural herbs to make health potions.
Oh.
And you look around excited. Yes, I found something. And just about the time you hit your mug and it falls over on the book.
Oh no!
And the ink just starts to run.
Kristen, did you take the water off?
Prestidigitation, do it. Prestidigitation.
Well, hold on. Oh no, I don't have that.
I do, and watching you do it, I'm like, oh no. Press to digitate the water off. Probably still some damage there, but
Okay, so when you press to digitate, give me a dex check.
her or me?
You're
You.
the one casting the spell.
Oh,
12.
no.
12.
That's not bad. Roll
All right,
a 1.
so yeah, you're able to get it before it destroys the third page.
Ooh.
But the page with the potion recipe is ruined. It is completely ruined, and probably the page after.
Felicity.
Well, it looks like it's supposed to be red at
Yeah.
least.
You know there's not supposed to be any drinks in here.
I'm in here all day, and you're really the only person that comes in. I didn't think anything would happen.
Just be more careful.
If there's a
Has
like a
anybody
little bit of
seen
liquid
my potion book? Anyone?
under the table.
Mage hand.
Oh, I do have that. No, I do not. Never mind.
I do. I got you.
All right, so what's going on over at the tavern today?
Well, it's a quiet morning, so he's got
Intelligence
wife-
match is it's mid-afternoon.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Sorry.
It's okay. So the wifey's got the bar. He picks up a little rib bone with some meat on it. He goes outside, looks underneath the
Mommy's gonna go feed that
that-
imaginary dog again.
Guinness. Come on, boy. Let's go fishing, boy. Come on, Guinness.
Mom, do we
Come
really?
here, boy.
Are we ever gonna tell him?
Guinness, come here, boy. Come here. Well, come on, boy. All right.
You know that wasn't.
I'll put
nice.
this piece right here for you, and I'll meet you down at the
Why'd you bark?
beach.
Because he's
Come
trying
on.
to feed the dog. That's why he barked. Now he thinks the dog's real.
So I pick up my pole and I start walking down towards the little beach to do some fishing.
And you see Guinness laying there, right next to your chair, as always.
Oh, beat me down here, bud. But wait a minute. I didn't see you run by. You are a quick little fella, aren't you? Aren't you a good boy? Aren't you a good boy? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to wake you. You just keep sleeping there, boy.
All right, so you're gonna cast your line.
Yes.
All right, so let's see. Give me a survival roll.
Survival. Whew. What's everybody laughing about?
Nothing.
Okay. I can't open my baggie. Open.
You
Damn,
all right over
There
there?
we go. My baggie wouldn't open.
Oh, what's the? Oh, for your dice. It's like, what's Maggie got to do with anything?
What is that? An 8, I think. I need to get
We
my
can't see it. Put it in front of you.
Well, you ain't got. I mean, you don't have to literally show me the dice. Just what do you get?
Well, I gotta hold it out here to read. 8.
Plus.
So 8 plus my survival is 1, so a 9.
9. All right. So yeah, you've got the line out there, and you're petting the dog, and
Isn't this the life, Guinness? Just relaxing, enjoying the nice cool breeze. Oh, look, there's a squirrel over there. Oh, come on, Guinness.
Look at a squirrel.
Such a lazy bum. Oh, but you're so adorable.
This is
All right.
morbid.
So, yeah, you
I'm kind of terrible.
you sit there for I don't know the next 2 or 3 hours with your pole in the water. Your bait's gone. I mean, it's the fish have already eaten the bait off your hook. You just gonna stay there?
Man, yeah,
Okay.
Guinness. These fish really aren't biting today. Huh.
As you reel it in and there's no bait at all. Well, reel it in, pull it in. And you're seeing them. They're jumping out in the water. They just a hopping.
Oh, okay. Let me. Oh no, that's a 1. I'll reel it out. It's like, oh, I need to fly it over there.
And it gets hooked
Okay.
on the dog.
Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. Wow, you're a deep sleeper. There, I'll get that hook out of you. Oh, there's a piece of paper right there. How'd you get that touched to you?
Piece of paper is like a receipt from like 3 weeks ago. Or
Oh
no,
my
3 years ago. All right, so you're fishing. Show me
Didn't
on the
realize
map.
I did-
You're probably right down here, I'm thinking, fishing.
Can I get down this cliff, or should I come across the bridge?
What I'm saying
down
is
there
you've probably
here?
come over here, and then you've come down here to fish.
I don't see where you're pointing, but okay.
Yes.
Do you see my arrow?
Oh,
There. Is this
Yeah.
you? This is you, right?
The road
Yeah.
just kind of curves and comes down.
Yeah, you're up here. I mean, that's the best fishing spot in town. Matter of fact, it's the only spot in town that you can get down to the river. All right, let's see.
Okay. did my dog take damage from the hook?
Not that you noticed. I mean, he's not bleeding
Okay.
or anything.
Okay.
Oddly, the same condition.
It's a possibility. All right, so yeah, you're not catching any fish, and what do you plan on doing now?
Well, they just must not be biting tonight. Goodness. Guess we'll have some stew. You coming back home with us, buddy? No? You just gonna lay there? Well, let me get you some bowl. So he grabs like a little tiny bowl, pulls some water out, sets it next to the dog. Whenever you get hungry, buddy, come up to the tavern. I'll get you some food.
Give me a perception check. You all right over there, Curtis?
All right, that's a 6 plus
You got wisdom at least.
1, 7.
Oh, he doesn't.
Okay, so yeah. All right, just give me a second. All right, save that. Yeah, Curtis is having issues.
Hey, Seth. Guinness is just sleeping down out there. Can you check on him every once in a while? I don't know. He's been sleeping off a little. I think he might be a little sick.
Okay, Dad, sure. I told you shouldn't have barked. Look how happy he is. Why wouldn't I? Alright, so I'm working on
Starting
something.
off pretty sad. in my soul.
So, I mean, everybody else seems to be indoors, right?
I am, yeah.
Alright, so it's been a couple hours. The sun is starting to go down. Are y'all still staying inside? You doing anything else? You still gonna...
No, I would go by the blacksmith and bring, just check in with Mom and Dad, see how they're doing the day, let them know I'm probably going to head to the tavern for a meal and a drink because there's a novel that I found that's an adventure novel and I want to read it.
Alright, so you make your way towards the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
And, you can hear the telltale hammer hitting steel. What was that?
Dunk.
Apparently, hammer hit and
Hammer
steel.
didn't steal.
Didn't sound like it. But alright. Yeah, and you see your mom's working the billows, your dad's working the anvil. Now your father, he's got a heavy accent, but you followed after your mom. Oh dear, Felicity dear, how was your day?
It was actually pretty good. I found a novel that I've only read 3 times and I can't wait to read it again. I was gonna go over and get some food at the tavern. Do you want to come and I can tell you about what I'm reading?
Maybe later, dear. I've got this order here for the farmer to finish up, and then maybe I'll come and see you. I don't know why she's all into these books. She should be working the anvils too.
I can help if you want to, but I'm
No,
just not
dear.
very strong.
Go enjoy your book. Don't worry, your
Thank
father
you,
and I
Mom.
have got this. We're almost done for the evening. We'll come join you here shortly.
Okay,
You can tell
thanks.
us
And I'll just
all
like
about
turn
it.
around and like book it. Get it, book it.
Uh-huh. Oh, but your mother does holler one thing off to you as you run away. Be careful, dear, because you don't want to spill a drink on the book.
Dun dun dun.
You do something like 3 or 4 times and they never let it go.
So, how about you, Diggory?
So I would be going back to, I guess, my establishment house, whatever, to see if anyone had come by, check to see if there's any messages, anyone needing any maps or.
No. You've not gotten any new messages. Not as of today.
So after that, still disappointment. I'm still not finding the answers I'm seeking. Daily routine, head to the tavern, have a drink or two.
All right, and what's going on at the tavern right now?
Well, Bryn is out on the front porch greeting folks as they come by, and every once in a while he'll holler out for Guinness. Where is that silly dog? Oh, hey, well, come on in. So he waits a few minutes, doesn't hear or see the dog coming. So he goes into the bar, starts helping back behind the bar as folks pile in, grabbing drinks, helping with the food orders. Sits there, kind of BSing with the sheriff a bit, comparing Mohawks, and you went away on me.
He's still here, I think.
Just the camera went out.
I think so.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's happening.
I saw it happening. I was like, oh, here we go.
Oh, no.
Excuse me, good sir. This is a good place to get a bite to eat, something to drink.
Oh, sure, come on in. I think today's special, we got beef steak, cabbage, corn, some nut bread, and the fruitcake.
Fruitcake.
We got enough fruitcakes in here.
Yeah, okay. Is that your dog I saw down by the river a little while ago?
Oh, yeah. That's Guinness. He's a friendly little pup. He's awfully lazy, though. Every time I get around him, he's just laying there sleeping.
Always like that?
Yeah.
How long has he been down there?
Oh, he comes up. I've had him for, probably good 9-10 years. He likes to sleep underneath the porch. But when I tell him, hey, let's go fishing, he races down there quicker than shit.
So you see him run past you every time?
I think. I don't know. I'm usually whistling and in my own head with my fishing pole, 'cause, fishing's the life.
Oh, all right. Well, let me head on in and get something to eat.
And now, of course, the gentleman you see, you've never seen him before in town, ever. Now, everybody else is inside, correct?
Yeah, when I go into the tavern, I would go up and ask, do you have any of that, the pig peaches and whiskey still?
Oh yeah, we still have some pig sandwiches and peaches. Would you like the glass of whiskey to go with that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go in my normal table, and there's whatever corner-ish small table is there, and I'm gonna go that way and take the drink, I assume, right
And you
away,
put
and
it in a sippy cup.
sit down with a drink, and just as he walks by.
So the two of you go ahead and give me perception.
Okay.
Us two?
No. The two scholars.
That's a 1.
Oh no.
So yeah, you're.
Oh no.
What's
Oh
that?
no, let me
What's
see.
my-
Let me see what my modifier makes it.
I was gonna say, what's your grand total?
That's a 4.
Okay, so you're not really paying too much attention to who's coming and going. So you're worried about the book. You know, it's all up in your face.
I
You
like
do
real
catch
dice.
the side word of sippy cup, and that throws you off. What about you?
This book. has
22.
romance in it.
22. Yeah, you see this.
I mean, I'm 60. I wouldn't react that way.
You see this old man, one-eyed gentleman. You know, beard, long hair, dark cloak, and he's keeping the cloak pulled over his head pretty well. He just walks up to the bar, leans over, and says, "Can I get a? You say one of your specials is a pig sandwich with peach and a whiskey?"
Oh yeah. One of the
It's-
best lunches we got around here.
It's rather good.
Well, can I get a bottle of that whiskey?
Oh, okay.
And I'll
Uh,
take the sandwich and the peach, of course.
Oh, okay. Well, have a seat, Sass or Shastrar will be over with your food. As for the bottle, well, I'll probably, with the food and all that, be about 3 gold.
I'll go sit over there. And he moves over towards a table, sits down. He's got his back to the wall, and he's got a good eye, as it were, on the front door. And you do notice that he's constantly scanning the room, Diggory. Now, Gems, is Gems here, or is Gems still back home?
If it was starting to get darker out, then I'd close up and then look around, look to see if there's anyone around.
Well,
Is there anyone
about the
walking
time
around
you
through
closed
town?
up, you would have seen. Give me a perception.
Okie dokie. This. Okay. Quick question. Am what I'm
daylight.
perceiving in direct sunlight?
No, the sun's gone
Okay.
down enough that it's not direct sunlight.
Okay, that is the important part of that question. So, 11. It still rolled at a disadvantage.
Okay.
even
I
though I told
mean,
it normal.
you see, a couple people that you recognize heading towards the tavern, and that's pretty much it. There's nobody around the building. You can tell around your building at this point in time.
Yeah, then I would scurry up right next to them and just walk in with them. I wouldn't go running past them. I'd just scurry up next to them.
So,
make sure.
let's see.
And then follow them into the tavern.
All
We're
right.
going with them to start
So
helping
and
serve.
what is
said
your
people.
passive? You have a passive.
Passive perception
Yes.
is a 14.
All right. Well, with your passive, you do see one stranger in the tavern tonight. Somebody you've never seen before. And he's got his eye on you as you walk through the door.
Just give him a big old wave.
He just waves back at you. Gives you a... You don't see his teeth because it's not that big of a grin, or you can't really see it through the thick beard he's got, but he gives you a grin and nods his head your direction. Almost as if he expected to see you walk through.
And about the time you're waving, Sass comes up behind you and jabs you in the back. I got you.
No. Someday. And
Give me
I'll
a history check, will you, Diggory?
History.
Yep. Because you'd be the only one who noticed that would require it.
20.
Alright, either this guy just resembles somebody you might have read about, or just, you read about it earlier today and it just is in your mind. But you're certain you've probably seen some description along these lines of somebody in one of your books on magic.
So I would go over to Felicity's table because normally I'm sitting near the fire, flipping through a book, waving my hand, kind of stoking the fire with prestidigitation, and then keeping it warm. Felicity. Sorry.
Yeah.
That guy. That guy.
This is the
he
first
looked-
time. As soon as he points him out, it's the first time you've noticed him.
Oh, how did I miss him?
He looked. I can't quite place it, but I think I saw him in one of the books we were looking at today.
When did he get here? I don't know.
He seems
Should I-
rather, hospitable. I mean, he's been nice so far, so. Thanks,
Someone saw
Randy.
his eye. They were not happy.
He seemed nice. Ew, ew, ew.
Ew.
All right. All right. So should I roll something to see if I can place him,
Go ahead.
or? I mean, it's not a 1, but it's a
Switch your
7.
dice.
What's wrong? What was it? Total?
7 total.
7. Yeah, no. Your mind is still stuck on what you just read in this book for the 3rd time.
Did you?
Would I do like a history check to see if I could place what it was, who he looks like?
Your history already told you. You know you've read about him today. but
Gotcha. I got
It
you.
might take some further research to find
Do
out.
you?
Okay.
Do you think we might meet any of these scientists anywhere? Look at this.
Scientist.
I
My
just
parents.
pointed
My
to a
parents.
sentence in the book.
Yeah, my parents kind of dabbled in stuff like that, but that's been many years ago.
So Jims will walk up to the new strange man.
Have they taken your order? I kind of help them out at night.
Oh, so you work here, little one.
Yeah. I help Brandon. Them.
Brandon, that'd be the establishment's owner.
Oh yeah.
And I'll kind of crawl up onto a chair and kind of peek over the counter and point out Brennan.
Yeah, he's order.
What is your name, little one?
Oh, my name's Jims. What's your name?
James is your name.
Yes.
love him so
think-
much.
What about the other two of their talking? The learned ones. What are their names?
Oh well, him, the
Stick-faced one.
he's that's Heathrow. And then the shorter lady over there, she's I see her around from time to time. She's nice. She's real nice. Her name's Felicity.
Her, I think her parents run the, and he's motioning the blacksmithing and hammering and trying to fit the word.
That'd be a blacksmith, my boy.
Yes.
Ah, so her parents handle the blacksmith.
Yeah. They're kind of scary.
Scary? How are they scary?
They're big.
Well, pig people are, I guess for your size, it could be considered scary. You seem like a nice lad for a kobold. How long you been here, lad?
Just kind of stops and thinks.
2 years, maybe.
And is this a good
A little while.
village? Do you enjoy being here? They treat you nice.
Oh yeah, there's only a couple people that are not very nice, but for the most part, yeah, they treat me fair. I think they're nice to me.
Look, that's good. And you find people like that everywhere anyway. Especially if you leave small places like this, there's always people that'll treat you bad, but then there's the good ones. I like to keep me eye out for the good ones. You can call me Duo, by the way, lad.
Duo.
Aye.
Nice to meet you, Duo.
Well, as far as helping me is concerned, I ordered a sandwich and some whiskey. I believe the whiskey's already been delivered. I'm just waiting on the peach and the sandwich.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he'll hop down and scurry into the back and check with whoever's cooking and make sure that they have, if it's cooked, if it's ready to go out to serve to most likely him first now. Since they've been talking.
Okay, so give me a second.
Take the food to him.
I'm going to check me one good eye. What's that say?
Yeah.
Seriously, I can't read it.
Satro delivers Felicity's sandwich. As you go in the back, you see Sarissa finishing up this one-eyed gentleman's food order.
Right, so
goes straight up to her, stops, goes to the bowl, dips his hands in, right off and.
Now, about this time, I guess Heathrow would be the only one paying attention currently in the tavern.
Yes, sir.
You see him reach into a bag, and he reaches in the bag, and you know the bag's only about that big.
Okay.
So he reaches in it. Let's go open the bag up. He reaches in. And he pulls out a statue. A statue that's obviously bigger than the bag that he pulled it out of. It's about...
That was brilliant.
About that big. It's looks like an owl in a fighting pose. It's got, you know, weapons and armor and stuff on, and it's just, he sits it on the table in front of him and starts whispering or saying something.
So I'll put my book down. It's a beautifully crafted figurine.
Oh yeah, very beautifully crafted. You would, by looking at it from this distance, you can see such detail in it that it's hard to imagine it was actually handcrafted. I mean, you can see the individual lines for each feather, even from this far away.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I would walk up, just kind of pique my interest.
All right, so give me a perception check as you get closer.
Coming out of the kitchen, just set his
14.
stuff down in front of him, but not disturb him.
All right,
Since I see he's doing something.
Give me a perception as well.
One more roll. There we go. Ha, no. I'm doing my job.
You actually, as you're carrying it out, you stumble, and for some reason it feels like something grabbed the back of your collar to straighten you up so you wouldn't fall flat on your face with the food in your hand. And you turn around and there's nobody there.
Yep.
I'm pretty certain this is the right village, friend. It should be fine. I'm sure they'll be great to you. Oh, hi, lad. Sorry, I was talking to my old friend here. What can I do for you?
I just, it's a beautiful piece of work.
Aye, it is. It is. It's an old piece of work, too. Comes from a far-off land. It was crafted some 3,000 years ago, I believe it was.
It is in such pristine condition to
And
be
now,
that old.
yeah, now that you're up close, I mean, it's full colored. It's not a statue. I mean, you can see the color pop out.
Right.
Every detail that you would see on a living creature, you can. I mean, you're certain that as you look at the statuette, if you moved your head just right, it would move, physically move.
That is absolutely brilliant.
Aye, been a lot of magic put in this thing. Back when magic was, well, stronger. You look like you might be a dabbler in the mystic arts.
A little bit. I'm still learning my way. My parents were much better than me. But
Aye, don't sell yourself short. I'm sure you'll reach your parents' exquisite abilities in no time.
I can hope one day.
Oh, there's no hope, lad. You don't hope for it, you strive for it. One who hopes will never reach it. If you strive for it, you will reach it. The wee one said your name was Heathrow, I believe?
Yes, sir. He's right.
You good friends with the wee one?
He's been around for about 2 years. He's a good little lad. Had no problems out of him.
I was going to say, do you know he's a kobold, right?
No, he's what?
A kobold, lad. A kobold.
Yeah.
And that doesn't bother you?
Not at all.
And he gives you a big grin at that comment.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Cannot always judge a book by its cover, as it were.
I've found that to be true in my studies.
And what of your lass over there, friend? I saw you go talk to her a minute ago. What's her name? Felicity. She been here long as well?
Yeah, she's grown up here. Her parents are the blacksmiths. They're good folks. Sturdy, strong folk, but good folk.
She doesn't strike me as a blacksmith. She strikes me more of a father of the 12. All into the knowledge that the 12 tends to hold.
Now that you say that, I would agree with that statement. I mean, she's done some good reading, and she kind of keeps her nose in the books, but
I kind of noticed that. How many times you read that copy?
I'd say this is the second or third time I've seen her with that book.
What about the tavern owner? He seems like an amenable fella, just a little on the slow side if you get the meaning.
He would chuckle at that. The family's... One second.
You're fine.
It's a poor baby. I want to touch it and kiss it and snuggle it.
The family's good. They take good care of us. It's kind of interesting that a big burly man like that would be a tavern owner, but
yes, and I hear he's got a dog that likes to go fishing with him.
if you want to call it that.
Oh, what would you call it, lad?
Taxidermy.
And he's not figured that out yet, has he?
I think the family just can't break it to him. I mean, you see him, he's very well, he's kind-hearted and genuine. I think it would break him. So, I don't know.
He rubs his beard a little bit. It's like he's contemplating something. Whispers in his hand. Just kind of as if he's whispering some message in his hand and letting it go.
Well, it sounds like you've got a nice village here. Good home, I take it, with good friends, eh?
I would say so. It's
I've
become my home.
There's a lot of owl figurines up on the tavern's walls. It's a reason for that.
I wouldn't be aware of it that I would know of.
Well, any idea who would? Well, you know what? I take that. I'll talk to Bryn. I'll see what he.
Bryn may know.
I mean, it is his tavern after all, right?
Yeah. His money paid for it.
He pours himself a shot with the whiskey and takes.
But I won't trouble you any further. I just wanted to take a look at that.
Hey, there's no trouble at all. I haven't had a conversation with anyone in a very long time.
Long time?
Very long.
Couple of days?
I say more like years, lad. More like years. Events.
And I'm intrigued.
Events have kept it to where I have not been able to get around as much as I used to.
Is that a message for me? Excellent. What is that? Oh, you need roll advantage.
Yeah, I got there. Thank
Okay.
you.
Sorry, it popped up. I heard the tone.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yes, and he stops for a second. It would seem things have gotten a little bit different. And about that time, all the candles blow out. And you guys see this strange red and blue energy wash across the sky.
What?
Do I recall anything
What?
like that in the books?
Nope.
What?
An event like that's not been registered for well over 1,000 years.
What's happening?
What was that? And I just get cold chills. Like
I go outside.
I rolled
I
a
get up.
6, so I probably didn't notice.
No, even with a 6, you'll notice all your patrons getting up and walking out to the front door.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I go outside for sure.
And it's almost like I said, like an aurora borealis would look, but it's in blues, reds, and purples as it washes across the sky.
Oh. Hey, where y'all going?
Do you not just come?
Grab your hand and tug on it towards the door.
Okay, fella. Where are we going?
So you
Just
hear this
look.
distant voice in your darkness, in your in this realm of darkness that you find yourself in. I think I found you some friends, my friend. You shall be happy. At least adventure once more. And eventually maybe you'll be free of this prison you find yourself in. And you guys hear barking at the river.
What?
Brandon, get
Dennis!
your dog.
Come here, boy.
What is going on?
Wait, does the dog actually come?
Comes up to the porch and starts wagging its tail.
What the?
There you are, buddy. Did you have a good nap? Oh.
Wait a minute.
What?
That. No. That's.
I thought it was dead.
I mean, I was saying the spell in my head, but I'm not good enough to do that.
You see that?
I
That's not. That's real.
I
What are
go
you
over and
talking
pet
about?
the dog.
And the dog's, it's there. Licks your hand, wags its tail.
Dude, does it look zombie-esque?
Nope, looks like a fresh dog.
A fresh
What?
dog.
A
mean-
fresh dog.
When I say fresh, I mean it's
It's
not
fresh!
rotting, it's not dying, it's not putrid smelling.
Right. It's alive. It's actually alive.
Yeah, actually
Right.
alive.
That
What seems to be the problem? Y'all
Felic-
see Guinness around here?
Felicity, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. I didn't say the words out loud.
I was the one that said I thought it was dead.
No, but like I was going over spell stuff in my head. I mean, as I always do. I'm not that good yet. I shouldn't be able to do that. Did I do that?
What are you talking about?
What is
I'll
that?
pat you on the back of the thigh because you're real tall.
It's okay, ignore
Yeah.
him. They're crazy. They're crazy.
All right.
Did you
What's
do
going on
all
inside, boy?
this? What is this?
Who are you talking
I
to?
don't know what this
Felicity.
is.
No,
I've never read it.
she's never read it in a book, and after a few moments, it passes and it's gone.
What, the dog's gone or?
The
Oh, the
Aurora.
Aurora
Oh, does the dog
Yes,
know?
the dog
Yeah,
came
the-
back
the-
and now it's
the-
dead
The
again.
dog is sitting right there. And by the way, if you, well, no, your passive perception or perception period, I think, with your character is not going to notice that your kid's jaws are wide open and your wife's going,
Does anybody in town look disappointed that the dog's alive again?
no.
Ah.
Everybody that's in town that you can see currently, which is not, the few of you that's in the tavern, are like,
Right.
they're confused.
Okay.
No one had
I'm
the heart to
going-
tell me.
To need more whiskey for this, and I'm gonna go back inside.
And you go back inside, and there's a table with a bottle of whiskey sitting on it.
But the person's gone.
There is nobody at the table.
Is the owl statue still a statue?
The owl statue is sitting right next to the whiskey bottle.
Walk over, pour a a shot in the glass. I assume that's still there.
Actually, there are 5 glasses sitting there.
Is anybody else inside by now? Did anybody else come back inside?
I would follow you back in just to have a quick conversation because I'm probably going back to the library.
Yep, and as you walk back in, you see the bottle of whiskey, 5 shot glasses, and the statuette at the table. But the one-eyed fella is no longer there.
I'll pour 3 shots, and I'll go, well, this just seems oddly appropriate, and put one in front of the statue. Hand one to my fellow bookworm, and look at the other one myself. Everything in all of the adventure books that I've read says that there should be 2 more people joining us for this drink, but I don't know who they are.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay for that.
Oh no.
It was. I think this bottle's already been paid for.
But no.
But there's left. You have to pay for it if you want it.
I pour the shot and I push it over towards Jem. Haven't you ever heard the story? I know I had to have told you the stories before, Jem. What?
What?
You hearing that?
Do you hear that?
Not clearly over a microphone.
Caribou.
Caribou.
Do I have to say it 3 times?
Caribou.
Did you say it once?
Yes, I would have mimicked Caragoo's.
Did you say Caribou?
Yeah, as you say it, you kind of notice the statuette start to grow.
What is... Whoa.
And move.
Grab the bottle and
The
up into the
darkness
rafters.
is starting to recede, and as the light flows in, you're in a tavern. There's a dwarf and a bald human and a kobold standing around you with shot glasses in hand, and there's a shot glass on the table in front of you.
Yeah.
I'll just push it. With I'm not too nervous because it's in the books that I've read. I'm sure, like, adventuring parties coming together, meeting in a tavern. It's just like the stories. So I'll make sure to push the glass closer to the new bird.
I am not frazzled. I am just confused.
At this time, you are completely out of the darkness and in the tavern, by the way.
I'm a little frazzled.
I went from complete darkness to tavern with whiskey in front of me.
Yes.
Yeah, I took that shot right away.
I pour another one.
Hello?
Oh.
Friend?
Yes. Where am I?
Bonneview?
Yeah. In
Where
the
is that?
Tall Tale Tavern?
Nowhere. We're literally nowhere, and nothing like this happens. And who are you, and who was the guy, and why was there one eye? And is there a book about you? Can I read a book about you?
Felicity.
I have never
Calm.
heard of this place.
Take the bottle.
Whoa, calm.
No.
You have
Try and
not
grab the
ever
bottle.
heard of this place.
Hey, it's a kobold. How you doing, buddy?
Oh.
Hey.
I in my years have never seen. Were you the statue?
What are you talking about?
His coloring, everything's the same, right?
Exactly the same.
It is this brilliant, beautiful coloring, like everything's pristine.
Oh yeah,
detailed.
everything looks exactly like it did in the.
Wait, is
miniature.
this the food that the wizard ordered?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take it.
Brad?
Set it down.
Okay.
I'm
Brad,
sitting
come
in this
back,
chair now.
Brad.
I'm just gonna look
What?
around, and be like, "Oh, thank
Brad.
you so much," and I'll start
Did you
eating.
see where the one with the eye patch went?
There was a guy with an eye patch here?
Matter of fact, Guinness is sitting in his chair.
Hey, buddy! I'll pet the dog.
Bren, I need you to
Yeah.
focus.
I'll find his spot and start rubbing so his foot starts kicking.
Nice.
It does.
Do you remember somebody else leaving when we all went outside?
Oh.
Well, you left. Oda left.
Odin left.
Oda, not Odin.
Heathcliff, Jim
Wait,
dragged me
wait,
out there.
Who's Odon?
Oda is the guy he has issues with. That's one of the tavern
Okay, all right.
patrons.
Yeah, one of the novels.
I went to Odin with the one.
Gems.
It was so funny.
Yes.
You're hearing all this conversation about the one-eyed guy. You got anything you want to add to that? You know, maybe.
I mean, it said his name was Dougal, but I don't know where he's at.
Never heard of a Dougal. Oh.
Duo. His name.
What's
I
your
did
name?
not
It
see
said
this guy
his
come
name
in.
was Duo.
Duo.
That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm. History check for my 2 bookworms.
Do better.
Do
10.
natural 20 for 26.
So for some odd reason, you want to ask Gems. Do you mean Duo or Duo de Chim?
Did he say duo or did he say duo de chi? I've read. I know that name.
Yes, you do.
Be very specific here. Did he say duo or did he say duo de chi?
What's the difference?
I love him so much.
Oh my god.
Now, with your 20,
Hey, Cliff.
you do
Hickory.
remember very clearly that one eye was blue.
Okay.
And the hair and the beard were kind of silver in color.
Okay.
Granted, it wasn't cropped, it was kind of long.
Right.
It was kind of silver in color.
What? What?
Dude, he's freaking out. Like, cause like, so as I go back and I'm like running through my head on the history of like reading the name.
And you're realizing this is not just history, this is more religious.
Right. Like this is like something like a deity or like a strong power in the world from the history. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm like that he said.
Now, you know, if Felicity had rolled a little higher, might have been a little more beneficial. But
No, that's good. But he
with his conversation though, talking about
I mean he did
why don't you give me another roll? With advantage this time.
So
I'll
as you
tell
guys are
ya
sitting there talking, I
what
reach over and I grab Felicity's shot glass.
I put my hand on you before you do that. I try to anyway.
16 and 6
So do 22? I need a sleight of hand to take her alcohol?
Oh,
no,
geez.
but you can give me a Constitution saving throw because it's the
Freaking
third shot you've taken of this whiskey. Nah, you're
good.
Fine. It's been a long time since you've had anything like this before, and it's not as good as you remember whiskey tasting.
Yeah, but I'm feeling a little disoriented.
Oh yeah,
But he said he hadn't had a conversation with anybody in a long time, like years time.
So what was your roll with advantage on?
It was
history?
16, so 22.
Hers.
Oh, mine with
Yeah.
advantage.
So I'm saying all
Okay, I
his-
thought you were talking to
All
himself.
his talking about.
Oh.
You know,
My bad. I thought it was me.
And is it history or religion or arcana? What do you want?
which do you prefer?
They're all the same. It's all a +1, so 19.
All right. So with a 19, you're like Duo de Chim.
Alyssa, do you know that name?
That's the other name for the 12.
Oh! And I take another big, not a big swig, but like a little half ciggy of the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So you're drinking straight from the bottle now.
Uh-huh.
Now,
It's the second
mind
time.
you have a copy of a book
They just
on
got
that.
a mug on it.
No, that's not the same. It's not a potion book. I put that down and I don't say anything and I just run back towards the library.
You don't have to. You have it with you. You carry it
Oh,
everywhere you
with
go.
me?
Yeah, it's your own personal book.
Oh, that's
said
gonna
you
be
have a
my
copy.
note. Okay.
That's my book.
Pull it out and I flip through and I
As soon as you pull it out, you know, looks like a golden cover with a sun with 12 points. And you open it up and you start flipping through it. And actually, you don't open it. You go to open it. You know, you're gonna let it open on its own. And as you open it on its own, it opens to a page with a picture or an artist's rendition of what this guy, what the artist believes the god Duo de Chim looks like. And he's got short silver hair, 2 beautiful blue eyes, and a bit of a silver beard. He's wearing chainmail, and he has a long sword on over his shoulder. But you put your finger over his eye, and you can imagine that the person that was sitting at the table, and the picture here is just maybe an aged version of the picture.
Gems, look, see this Duo.
And you see the picture, like, oh yeah, it's Duo.
Yeah, that's him. Let's go.
Duo.
You're sure?
Yeah.
You're in
a book.
Yeah.
We're in the book.
What?
Oh, it's happening.
Huh?
Oh, it's happening.
What's happening?
What is it? What's happening?
It's our chance to be something more.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
No, there's 5 of us here. There's 5. There's.
Yeah.
You know, no, there's 5 here, and we
It's an
are all
owl.
different.
That's a dog.
It counts.
There's Guinness.
So I stand up from the table and stretch my wings, and so my wings unfurl, and they're just like, they're like twice as long as I am, so I guess they're like 10 feet out.
Absolutely.
I stand out, and I start like moving my wings and moving around. It's like, oh.
So
I look at the kobold, and I'm like, I need to fly. Let's go fly.
You can really fly.
Wait,
I have to
fly?
work.
You fly?
And so I grab the
That-
kobold, and I take him out of the inn with me.
Oh no.
Is amazing.
I-
Don't eat him! I yell after as you go.
no. I have to see this.
Oh,
Ow.
I'm following.
I grab my shot glass, I turn it up, and I'm out the door to follow him to watch this.
And so I'm going to, I guess I'm grappling the kobold. I'm holding him by the scruff. Are you contesting me, or am I just holding you by your scruff?
I'll contest you.
Ren!
You not
sure.
have
Okay.
Yeah.
Get out here.
Wes?
I think he's part of this.
So,
Okay.
what do you want for that?
I just did a straight strength check.
Acrobatics or
It's up to you if you want to do acrobatics to try to keep from getting pulled, or athletics to power away from it.
So mine would be athletics. So add 3 to mine.
Yeah, no, I didn't roll high enough. I rolled 10.
All right, so now you're up in the air with this owl,
All right, yeah,
owl
we're flying up
creature
in the
holding
air.
you as he's flying up in the air.
Wow.
Okay.
And Sesh goes in awe because she has an obsession with owls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we know where the owls come from.
I'm gonna just try and break free whenever
No,
he's like.
once he's up in the air, he lets go of you.
Yeah, I
Okay.
let go. I'm like, come on,
So that
let's
you can
fly.
fly yourself. He wants you to fly with
Yeah.
him because he saw your wings.
Yeah. Then, the cloak
No,
that just kind of gets shoved to the side, and he's just floating there.
Okay, I start doing like some aerial maneuvers
Faster.
to stretch
You
my
can-
wings and try.
He's fast.
You can fly.
He can
Yes.
fly. He can fly. He can fly.
I can fly!
Yep. So yeah, no.
Felicity, what is going on here?
I'm
Oh.
telling you,
Hey,
this is one of those moments in the books. Okay,
What
so
book?
do you remember that one where there were a bunch of people in one group and they had a task, but they didn't know what it was until halfway through? That's
No.
us.
How do you figure it's us?
Okay, well, the tavern's usually busier, and it's not, right? How come it was only us in the tavern? Your wife wasn't even out when this happened. That's crazy.
She was in the back cooking.
You do realize that she comes out a lot to help, right? Normally.
Yeah.
And you do recall, very few patrons were here tonight.
This is.
Yeah.
And then do what was the full name? I'm sorry.
Do it to Chim.
Let's see. Yeah.
Do it to Chim. do it.
Oh, that didn't work
And
out.
then this
Oh
duo shows up
no. Oh no.
and just happens to be the exact depiction of the very God that I have just become enamored with. And I've learned so much from reading in this book, and
And
and look what I can do now.
Whoa.
And then
The statue turned into an owl.
then I'm going kind of crazy, like just talking crazy, and I'm going to go ahead and use point at Bren and use message and be like, I can do this in my head now.
Oh.
Heathrow, what is she talking about?
She didn't say nothing.
I can do this in my head now.
What are you talking about, Bryn?
I'm pointing
I don't
to
know.
Heathrow
She's
now.
talking about.
Oh, okay. You. Wait.
From a book.
Are you in my head?
Book.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing.
They're freaking out down there.
Did you?
Go find-
Finally, nothing.
All right.
Did you do that to the dog?
No, I mean, I read
You
the
What do you
did
mean do?
Look,
Do what
this-
to my dog?
Nothing. We will have this conversation later.
Spare the dying. Shouldn't
What?
have done that.
What
No.
are you guys talking
No, it's a little
about?
far gone for Spare the Dying.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Let's just.
What?
We
Did
need
you
to
guys
figure out
do
what's going
something to
on.
my dog?
No, nothing.
Dad?
Yeah.
Guinness has been dead for 2 years.
What are you talking about? He's sitting right there.
Dead.
Dead.
We had him stuffed because we couldn't bear for you to lose your best friend, so, yeah. He's
Very dead.
been gone, and we've been pretending just to keep you happy.
I was not proficient enough in my new craft to do anything about it.
But as you're getting confused, the owl, like you feel like buffets of wind above you, and the owl comes down and lands next to you.
What is?
My hair just goes.
Son, what are you talking about? I go fishing with him every day. How does he get down there if he's dead?
You
I
fish
roll a
next
2 on
to him.
insight.
Oh my gosh!
Because he never moves, we had him taxidermied, and put down there.
Then what did I tell you about lying?
Not to do so.
He's not lying.
I mean, we had Justin, stuff him so that he was always around.
Then who's been eating his food?
Nobody. We've been putting it back in the bag.
What are you talking about?
Go look in the bag. It can't still be good.
Oh.
We take the feed that you leave out for him and we put it in the bag.
I'm getting tired of your lies here, son. Go back inside and start doing
Mom,
the.
he doesn't believe me.
Can I cast? Hold on.
Oh.
No. Can I Yeah, can I cast guidance on him?
On who?
On Brad, and go, look, I need you to try and really listen to what's being told to you. Your dog died 2 years ago because it was really old. Like really old. Think about how long dogs live. Add a D4.
Oof.
Okay, so that's a 4.
I tried.
Y'all need some new dice.
I tried. Hey, I just rolled dual 18s on my advantage, so.
Nice.
So was it a good idea to go with dice rolls?
So far,
Hey,
so
that's
good.
a 4 on the 4. So
Okay.
8.
Do you not have any
More
bonus
than
for it?
doubled.
Oh, yeah. What is my bonus for insight? I guess
-2? No.
Probably a 1.
If you have a 5, I mean that's like a negative.
No, his intelligence
4?
is a 5.
It's wisdom that
plus 1. So 9.
All right.
Ooh.
So even with a 9, you're you're pretty certain that Felicity is not telling you a story because she is being very sincere in her words. Oh, it's licking the heck out of you.
I need to know what's going on with this situation here. Like,
I think we need to talk to the owl.
where did
He was dead.
Where did he come from?
I extend my claws and gently scratch the dog's belly.
All right, Guinness rolls over, lets you scratch his belly, and kind of licks at you guys. He's enjoying all this attention that he's getting.
I'm sorry.
It's the most you've seen him move in years.
Yeah. He must have had a really good nap at the bar. Or down at the...
I'm
at the
being
river.
honest.
But you don't make sense. If he's been dead...
I know,
how's he...
Oh, this is going to be a really long book we're in, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
And what are you talking about being in a book? I haven't opened a book since like school days.
You know how to
I
open
got hit in
books?
the head with a book.
You know how to open books?
Oh gosh, I don't know how to pronounce your name right.
Did you say Caribou?
Like caribou, but
I
caribou.
don't turn back into a statue, do I?
No. Not unless it's...
Oh, that would suck so bad.
So what do you want for dinner tonight, Caribou? Thunk.
Oh, guess you don't need any rations.
No, you do not turn back into the bird. It's almost as if they do not know what the command word is for you to go back into the bird, the statue form.
Okay.
Caribou, your name?
Yeah.
What she
Do you know how you got here or why you're here?
I have no idea where I am.
Where did
And when
you
I just
come
flew
from?
up and looked around, I don't recognize this place at all.
To be fair, not many do.
Correct.
He was in the bar.
Do you? Oh, hey, do you have
You
a
don't
map
remember
on
him
you?
walking in, though.
Do I have a map on me?
No.
I have all the maps.
Can you show him a map of the area? Maybe that would help.
Dan, do I have a map on me?
You? Yes.
So I pull out my map.
And I pull out mine, and I'm like, this is
Like,
where
okay.
we are.
Where are we on this map? And I pull out my map.
And I take it, I don't recognize anything on his map,
No.
correct?
The
Yeah.
land doesn't look right. None of it looks right. You see markings on here of city names. You're like, I don't know that doesn't look right either.
I would say that maybe because the mapping in my parents' book maybe looks something similar, but nothing that I can exactly place.
Give
That
me
wasn't really helpful.
a history roll.
Should I
You.
change my background to the
History.
Out of Time or the Lost one?
13.
13? No. All these
Gotcha.
the names that you see on this particular map don't even match anything your folks have wrote about.
Gotcha.
Your folks wrote about. One of the prominent cities your folks may have wrote about was a place called Darkenhaven, and that's about it.
Okay.
This one.
So
This one has like Waterdeep and Luskin written on it for some reason.
I don't see it. Then
You're the
I've
one that
traveled.
said you were from Faerun, so.
Yeah, no, I know.
Do we notice anything else odd around the town? I mean, did anybody else go out to look at the lights
No.
around town?
Nobody.
Did anybody else come in the tavern when we came back in?
Just the Birdman. He happened to be sitting on the table, and nobody's seen him come in.
Do we see any dead people walking around?
Nope. Nope. No dead
Okay.
people.
Just checking.
Do we move this party back into the tavern before Rosa comes out and starts her yapping?
Do I hear the anvil
Oh, you gotta be careful.
Nope.
being hit?
You do not hear the anvil being hit.
Is it? And I had just gotten there and they were still working,
Mhm.
and they said they were covering mine. I'm going to look around and I'm bolting.
Okay.
Where are you? Okay.
You
Bye.
head home.
Yeah.
All right. You get
To the
home.
blacksmith.
You get home, and it looks like they may have fallen asleep. Not at the anvil. Not on. It's almost if they went inside to get cleaned up and fell asleep.
Can I wake them up?
You can certainly try.
What time of night is it?
It's about, we'll say 7-ish, I guess, if you want to say.
So not too late.
Not too late, yeah.
The sun just recently went down. There is a full moon, but it's got an odd color to it because of what just transpired. It's not, it's kind of got a purple glow to it. Which you guys have never seen the moon with a purple glow.
Can I say that I love the jeweler's house has a landing pad up on the roof?
I like that, do you? And that was not by design, trust me.
I was going to say, I didn't even notice that. That's so perfect.
It was like, which house is it? Nah, this one.
That's so perfect. Yeah, I'm going to try and gently shake my mom awake.
You can hear them breathing just fine as if they're in slumber. They're not awake at the moment.
Can I send a message to them and see if they respond in head?
Sure. What do you want to send them?
I'm going to point to my mom. Mom, if you're in a dream, you should still be able to respond.
And you get a bit of a response. Kind of weird sounding. You know you're not supposed to work the anvil with your pants off. Why are you working the anvil with your pants off, dear?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing tomorrow
Just
night.
a safety hazard. I do the same to my dad.
Another drink, please.
Oh, shit. And I walk slow, and they're breathing.
Oh, yeah, breathing like they're asleep. It's almost as if they walked inside to get cleaned up and just kind of sat down in their chairs and went to sleep.
I want to roll and I want to look around and see if I notice that one of these buildings is a library. Do they have signs, or is there just people notice the library?
There's no signs. I will say you do notice there's only one moon.
Oh shit. All right, I'm going to go and fly around and see if I can find a place that might have a way for me to educate myself about where I am. So I fly around, look in windows, and see if I can see like a library or someone that has a lot of books in their house.
Is there something you're
Okay, so as you're flying around and you're like perching up on windows and looking in windows, give me a perception check.
What is he doing? I'm so confused. What's
I
going
have
on?
real dice. It's so much fun.
Yep. Diggory, you feel a little hand reach up and grab yours because everybody is just separated.
14
I'm
plus
so
6, so 20.
Little buddy, what is going on?
All right, so this is probably going to haunt your nightmares for the rest of your days.
Oh no.
Yep. Rose was getting out of the bath about the time the thing hit. And...
Oh god.
Yeah!
And you just happened to be looking in her window at this point in time.
And
But
so
it's-
she like out cold on the floor?
Out cold on the floor.
That's odd. Okay, I'm gonna fly around.
And
So there's an orc. There's an orc on the floor sleeping in a bathroom.
no, she's not an orc.
I thought Rose was
human.
No,
Rose is human.
She's a human.
Yeah.
An old,
Wait, who's-
rather.
What's your wife's name, Marcus? Or
Zesra.
sorry. Okay, that's
Yeah,
okay,
she's
my
a rather
confused.
portly older woman who is.
Oh, so she rolled after she fell down.
Oh no.
You know, being a fellow of advanced weight might have you a disadvantage on that one.
Okay.
Yeah. You do eventually. To
I'm right
answer
here?
your question, you don't know how you traveled here.
Okay.
But you do remember being on, like I said,
A world with two moons.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to land on this nice, perfectly placed little balcony and see if this door is open into the.
You do see books and stuff in there, but the door is currently locked.
Damn it! I'll try the doors and windows.
So Heathrow, you and Gems do see this owl fly around from building to building, looking in windows.
What's he doing?
Finally landing on the balcony for the library and starts trying to work the door.
You think I should go open the door for him?
Everybody's kind of moving away from each other.
And
You want to
kinda-
let's go.
I'll
wanna
tug
go-
you towards Bryn.
Oh, okay. Well, but
Why haven't they done the fire
what?
yet? As Brain goes over and starts doing the little campfire,
And
noticing
you see
it's
the two
dark.
guys that normally do so are sitting on a log near the fire, out cold.
I'll try
What?
to shake one. It's like, hey, hey,
What did you have in those peaches?
nothing. I don't know
They
what
are
you are.
out. They're out cold.
They didn't smell too off. Just a little.
I'll like lightly smack one of them. Hey, hey.
Doesn't wake up.
I will.
Can you help me real quick?
I'll ask you to come over and look at some of the guys that are on, and I'll pull one off the log and onto the ground, and I'll start looking him over.
Yeah.
And I'd like to try and do a medicine check.
I got you.
Okay,
I will help you to the best of my ability.
So do
Okay.
so with advantage.
While they're
All
doing that, I guess I'll do everybody else's damn job
Good.
around here and start the fire.
So 19.
I'm so looking
and
forward to traveling
I like
with
the
you.
fact that Todd's forgetting the fact that he could use his own dice as well, because I'm seeing a lot of his rolls up here on the board.
Yeah, mine just.
I know.
I know why you're
Old habits.
So yeah, with a 19, they're just in a pretty deep sleep for some reason.
Are you okay, little buddy? I
Hey.
think I'm gonna
You
go
seem to be fine.
check the owl's trying to break in the library.
I'll reach up and
Did I
grab your
get in
hand if you
yet?
say you're gonna go back,
Okay.
I'm gonna slowly walk back.
and I'll
So I was
follow you
able to
back.
get
if
in when
we're
I
gonna-
checked like all the doors and windows. Was I able to get into the library?
They're all locked.
Damn it!
Do I see him doing that as I'm walking back to the tavern?
Give me a perception. What is your passive?
My passive is a 13.
So give me a
I'm not being
perception check.
quiet about it.
No,
And I
He's
also
like-
assume
He's
I
like,
would be
I
heading
see books.
towards
I want
the
to get in this
library.
building.
Oh, that's a natural 17. So
Yeah, you see him.
Okay. Hold on. And I'm not rushing, but I pick up my pace some and I start to fumble with my keys that are at my hip.
Mm-hmm.
I can.
Because you
I can open that.
and Heathrow both have a key to the library because you're the only ones that ever come in there.
There.
Nobody else really wants to. You and of course the actual librarian herself who keeps the books.
Is that Rosa?
No, that's the mayor. I don't think we even have. I don't think we have a
Car-
name for the librarian.
Caribou? Okay. Do you need in?
My head turns around and looks at you.
What?
Head, true.
Ow.
I know. Do you need to get in?
If you want to
Yes,
keep this as a
please.
note, Armina Darlington is the
Armina.
librarian.
Okay.
Armina, darling. So she's also the mayor.
No, Rose is the mayor. Armina is the librarian.
Okay. Armina.
You weren't looking in the library at the time you saw Rose passed out from her bath.
Okay.
The
No,
image
I was
that
confused
will
when you
never
said
get
that.
rid
When I thought you said that the mayor was also the librarian, and
No.
you didn't have a name for her.
of. Oh no! I have a name for the mayor. Her name is Rosamund Benson.
All right,
Rosamund.
so I'll. Would I get there first, or would
Well, I think it's more of a you guys get there about the same time. I'm gonna say, right here.
Yeah.
Right here is where your folks lived.
Yeah, because I was up at the fire, so we're about
And
the
he
same.
was here, so you would have moved this direction. You would have moved like this direction and seen what's going on by the time they were coming here. So you guys kind of arrive at the door at the same time with both your keys out.
I'm very like numb.
Felicity, you okay?
Everybody's asleep.
I mean, it's
and
kind of
I'll-
early.
Back there.
No,
They're
Everybody's
just asleep.
asleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
But us.
Fine, but
Felicity, I think you just got disadvantage? No. Really? Already? All
Well,
right.
we're going to a library. Maybe she finds something
All right,
special.
I will work on
Oh
that.
my god.
And you said it's level appropriate anyway.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's very fair and so appreciated.
You know, a bag of holding maybe, or something beneficial to
I think a
party.
bag of holding is just out of the range of level 1.
What? I don't know. We've seen one.
You have
It was
seen
being
one.
held by a god.
What are you trying to say?
Details. Details. Well, I'll do.
yeah, they were just conscious. Don't know why.
All right, so you open the door
But
for
they were
me.
alive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, they're
All right, I'm
they're
gonna
all
go in.
breathing, but. And I just
And-
kind of lean against the door jamb as it's open, and for probably the first time, I don't feel wonder at opening the library.
I'm gonna
Okay,
cast.
So
detect
why don't
magic
you give me
when I go in.
a D100 roll?
I'm
Me
gonna
or
do that
Felicity?
on here, so it's
Oh, okay.
well, cause you
You just won the game.
know.
Nice.
All right, so you go to open the door,
Uh-huh.
and you say you don't have wonder by opening the door.
No, I'm just kind of like in shock of seeing my parents that way, realizing that this probably isn't what I expected when I wanted to be in an adventure book in my dreams.
Yeah,
Like
and,
I
and
didn't
as
expect
you
that.
as you do, you open the door just a tad bit too far, and you bump the shelf that's behind it, and you hear this bottle just start to rock, and it goes to fall off the shelf.
Oh
I'll
no!
catch it.
Can I?
Mage
Yeah.
hand.
Can I try to catch it?
Yeah, you try to catch it.
Wow.
Oh, it's gonna be bad. Where's my dex is +0. Okay, that's a 4.
Somebody said they had mage hand.
I mage hand it.
Okay, so yeah, you go to catch it, and just as you reach out to grab it, and you realize I'm gonna miss this. It's gonna hit the floor and it's gonna shatter. It stops about 6 inches above your hand, and it's just floating there in the air. And
Felicity, you've got to be more careful.
and it comes over and drops in your hand.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
What is this? Do I recognize it?
It looks like a liquid that's separated into brown, silver, and gray layers, resembling bands of stone.
Okay.
And as you shake it, none of the colors mix. There's
You said red.
no, brown, silver, and gray in
Brown,
layers.
That's weird. I'll have to see if I can look that up. And for now, I'll just kind of like use like on my belt, I'm sure there's like lasso pieces to like tie it off. And
Yep.
Is there something in particular you're looking for in here?
There is
I
a
mean-
label on the shelf where a bottle used to sit, by the way.
oh my gosh, Armina should still be in here. And I go look for her.
She's sitting behind her desk as usual with her head laid back.
She's dead.
Message.
I'm sure that girl spilt another drink on another book.
No, she's not wrong. My message will just be, I'll respond with, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
I know, dear.
Whoa, hold on, wait. You responded. It's a cantrip. I can use it a million billion times. Yeah.
That's odd words for you, dear. Why are you walking on the ceiling? The books are over in the aisle.
Oh, jeez.
You're
You can't
asleep.
carry that many books at one time.
Too much to hope for, I guess.
Yes, you responded, so she thinks you're part of her dream.
Nice.
That's fair. That's fair.
So imagine what happened when your mom.
No, I will not.
By the way, like I said, there's a label.
Okay.
And the label on the shelf that was right next to the bottle says climbing.
All right.
Oh my gosh, I'll have one thing in my inventory. Well, two, if you include my two.
Yeah, ignore that emote that I did.
What?
So I start looking around at just scanning the sections. Do they have the books laid out with sections with like labels on the shelves?
Yeah, I mean,
Vaguely.
They are because they've got those two helpers that tend to always put them in a proper order so they can find them again later.
Is there something you're looking for?
So I am freaking out a little bit. I'm kind of like tuning out, and I'm looking for, and so I like just go around looking at the shelves, looking at labels until I find a history section.
Now you find you do. This language is similar to what you find as common. That it's written. There's a little bit of a dialect issue, so it's kind of hard to find what you look for. So give me an investigation check.
Investigation. A 14.
All right. So yeah, it takes you a little while, and they're constantly asking you what you want. Do you ever respond to them?
I'm not hearing them right now because I'm freaking out.
All right. You find
it's kind of like everything has started to come together, and I'm realizing that this isn't the place where I thought I should be.
All right. So yeah, you find something that does have the word history in it, and you find the book, and the book says Keeper's Chronicles: A History of Alma. So.
And so, like, I pull the book off the shelf and I look at it, and like, as I'm looking at the thing, like, it just hits me, and the book falls from my hands.
All right, give me just a second. I got to ban a person.
Oh.
Is it a real person?
No.
No, it's a bot.
You want to be a famous? There you go.
So you see him pull out this book called The Keeper's Chronicles. The two of you are there, so both of you actually notice it. And you guys have probably read this book.
I was going to say, I've read everything.
Read it, yeah.
Hundreds of
Whether
times.
I retain it.
You know this book is some of the earlier histories written by the first keeper, Shanoa.
Okay.
You know Shanoa was an adventurer herself. She traveled vastly across the realms of Alma. She befriended a gentleman by the name of Roderick and was later known as the first librarian keeper.
Well, that's a really interesting book, actually. There's a lot of
In the book, it tells about the great calamity that brought about 1,000 years of darkness.
Shit.
First librarian keeper Roderick. The keepers were found in 347 after the calamity. Which is, as the players know, is 347 years after the light came back. When Shanoa and the followers came across what is now known as Nirenthil, they decided to settling a centralized camp for the keepers to operate and organize out of. And that's pretty much the earliest recollection of any kind of history as far as this place is concerned. It gives you a rundown of who the keepers over the years were, and gives you an idea who the different colors for Nier, the different deities and pantheons. Prominent history: there was Eldrick, Crimson Dragon, Hawklight. The city of Netherfear is a prominent port city in the country of Costeria. Is home to a powerful archmage called the Crimson Dragon. The Crimson Dragon is a personage that helps keep the peace in the city as well as the surrounding lands. They have been instrumental in the defense of Costeria on countless occasions from the nearby country of Northvale. Eldrick Hawklight has black hair and gray eyes and a braided mustache. He wears dark robes and carries a black thorn staff with a wicked curved claw adorning the precipice. Yeah. He was the first known Crimson Dragon for over 100 years, unknown as to how a human lived so long without becoming a lich. The rumor is he was gifted of Potentia. Towards the end of his 100 years of serving the realm, he found someone to take over the role of Crimson Dragon. He then made those around him believe that he had died in an enormous feat of magic cast to protect the city from the assault of a great black dragon, stirred from its slumber by the black sorcerers of the Northern Vale region. Eldric was also rumored to have helped in the creation of the Keepers, specifically the wardens of said order. After his death, his remains are also rumored to be kept in the tombs beneath the Crimson Tower. Interesting how all this is in this book.
It's a very
Hey, I know that
big
guy
book.
pretty well. Out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little
You
bit.
know that he was married to Brenna Eldarin Hawklight,
They had a child.
the famous elven sorceress who fought alongside him for the better part of a century. She's long silver hair. You also know that the current Crimson Dragon is Bethu Corte, exceptionally beautiful human female with gray hair and sharp gray eyes. She is the current. So this information you have on the Crimson Dragons. Let's see. You know the different kind of training for different aspects of being keepers, and other such trivial things like how trade got put in place from certain cities to certain cities, certain locations. Certain battles and wars that may have been fought throughout the decades or what have you.
Right. So what is?
Nothing.
I recognize
nothing is current
none
as
of it.
no. You recognize none of it. Nothing is current as say the last. Well, this book's written probably about 100 years ago. So nothing new.
So I'll look at him and open my eyes and go, "Are you 100 years old? I'm only 60."
Wow, you're old.
What?
Not really for a dwarf.
All right, and then so is there a map of the world in this?
Yes, there is. Would you
Flip to the map of the world.
All right. Do I have the map of the world here for you to look at? I apparently do not.
It's fine.
No,
Oops.
I mean
I
I
flipped to it,
have a map. I just have not
and-
brought it over to here.
So I flip to it and I look at it and do I immediately recognize that it is not where?
Oh yeah,
I
you flip to the
intended
map
to
and you
land?
realize that nothing matches. All right, so give me a second.
And there was no mention of the RN plane or anything like that in the book.
Nope, no mention of any planes in the book whatsoever.
All right. So what should I roll to save against realizing that everyone in my family could potentially be dead, gone, and never be able to see them again?
Give me a wisdom save.
A 10.
We about to see an owl cry.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Give me a moment, because I'm going to show you the map you actually find.
How tall is everyone? I mean, I know the kobold's like 2.5 feet tall.
I am 2 foot 4 feet tall.
I am 4'2".
You're taller than me.
I'm 6'2".
I'm like
You're way
5'8".
Low
taller.
bar to jump over, Jim.
This is the map you find in the book that you look for, minus, of course, what's here in the center.
Nice.
Okay.
Because what's there in the center is not happened as far as that map was concerned.
Okay. So
It is
I'm
now, but
very confused.
Oh yeah, so that's here. Like, and I will point to where we're at.
Yeah, where are we at roughly on this map?
where are you at roughly on this map? Hold on a second.
Good
Let me go to the
question.
objects, and I will-
Do we know where we're at roughly on this map?
I mean, one of us would.
I would.
Roughly, you are. Where is it? There it is. Roughly, you guys are right around this region right here.
Can I square it?
What do you mean?
Draw
can you
on the map.
square it?
There's a river.
Somewhere over here. Well, we're on a mountain
No,
peak, so we're
I'm gonna
like here-ish.
You know what? Let's, because nobody's settled any further north than right here. So, this there's a river here, and your village is like nestled somewhere in here somewhere.
Like
So
there?
somewhere around here.
Yeah.
I'd say
Okay.
right about there, the way the village is set up.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so that we're here. Like, where are you from?
I turned to the bookwormy guy. I don't know anyone's names.
Yeah,
And
we
I
didn't
look
tell you our
at-
names.
I look at you, and my eyes are like shining and glistening, and there's also kind of a hint of pleading in them. And I say, "How do I get to the Sword Coast?"
Sword. I've been a lot of places, but that's not anywhere I've ever heard of.
You've
friend.
never even read anything about the Sword Coast.
No, I'm not familiar.
I have to get to Neverwinter. Where
Neverwinter.
do I go?
No.
Is there another big town nearby, maybe?
Is it like a small city? Like, is it like remote?
I don't.
point
I
over.
mean, if you can get me to Skullport, if you can get me to, heck, I'll go to Waterdeep. I don't care. Just I need to get to the Sword Coast.
The only water deep that's around here is like up the creek a good bit. That drops down a couple of feet.
But there's only I mean,
Is
there's like
is this
huts.
where I
It's
break
not-
into tears? I'm right about here.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll point over to this brownish part of the map and say, I think this is a desert. It's never winter there.
Oh.
I will go over and I will try and, like, you're really tall and I can't, so
Not
I'll
tall. I'm
actually.
shorter than you, actually.
Oh wait,
How
I
tall
thought
are
you said
you?
you were. I thought you were
I'm 4
6
feet
something.
tall. No,
No,
that's the
Marcus
orc
is
6'2".
Yeah. So I'll come over to you and, like, try and figure out how to hug
My wings
around
are
your
furled.
wings, and I'll end up just awkwardly patting, like, down the side of your like, it's okay. It's all right.
You get distracted by the smoothness of the feathers.
Oh, that's nice.
What are you all doing in my library? It's late. I thought you went to the
You're
tavern.
awake.
Wait.
Yes, I must have dozed off. I'm sorry.
It's not late. It's only like 7.
No, by now it's 8.
I go. I run.
Okay, bye.
Heather, what is her deal? She's acting stranger than normal.
I think she's
Bolting
probably
around.
going back
Again.
home.
I am slowly going crazy.
Armenia, have you ever heard of a place called Neverwin? Do you say Neverwinter?
No.
Yeah.
Neverwinter. No, I'm sorry, dear. I've read pretty much all the maps and history in the area, and I've never heard of a Neverwinter. I mean,
Okay.
I don't even recall there being a Neverwinter here. At least not before the calamity.
What's the calamity that you speak of?
Well, it's in the book there in your hands, dear.
So does it detail what happened?
Does not
to cause the
detail.
calamity, or just says the
A
calamity?
1,000 years of darkness, right?
It just says 1,000 years of darkness. No actual details. There was no information prior to when they started writing, and that's.
So were they 1,000 years of physical darkness or 1,000 years of intellectual darkness?
Yes.
It was.
I believe so.
Why not both?
Now, mind you, as players, you do know that it was 1,000 years of literal darkness.
Yeah, literal.
Right.
But as far as anybody else has ever really known, they think it's just 1,000 years of no written knowledge of what happened.
Yeah.
Nobody's actually stated that it was literal darkness.
Right.
Because we found that out at like fighting the Lich Dude, right?
Just
Or-
before you
or
got to the
adventure
Lich,
to
yeah.
get to him.
Yes.
Yes. And it was a shock to those, including the keepers. So yes, dear, I've never heard of any place called Neverwinter. Is it a desert place? Because I mean, I know there's never really any cold air there.
That's what I said.
I mean, it's probably the smartest thing you've said in a while, dear.
I was really hoping you were going to bring that back around.
What?
Is that Guinness?
Yes. Why is everyone surprised to see Guinness?
No reason. No
Please
reason
tell
at all.
him.
Oh, I'm not telling him anything.
So,
I am too old and too fragile to piss off an ex-boxer. I'm sorry.
Yes.
okay.
You just came back.
I need another drink.
Well, you're in the
All right.
library. No drinks allowed. You might spill it on a book.
I'm
I
aware.
thank the librarian and
Who are you,
shuffle
anyway?
towards the door.
You're new to town.
Yes. My name is Teregu.
You're an odd-looking fellow. I've never seen your type. Don't think I've
I've
even
never
read
seen
about your type.
yours.
I'm a human. What do you mean you've never seen me?
I've never seen you. This is the first time.
Well, I understand that, but you said your type. I mean, I'm talking about the type of bird person you are. I've never
I was
seen
talking about your personality.
Okay.
Oh, he's an asshole. Great.
He's a prick. All right.
Prickly little pear, aren't you?
I'm sorry. It's been an off day.
Yeah, because I don't
Can-
normally go to sleep this early.
Caragoo. Do you want another drink?
No, I think I need to kill something. Do you have a practice yard or somewhere where I can go spar?
A what?
We don't.
Practice?
We don't.
You have like a
simple
sword training dummy
We don't-
or a target?
Well, a simple village. I mean, I don't understand.
That's fine. And I'll go out the door and go to the forest and find a tree that I
You
can
looking for a
use as
boxing match?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You make
let's
it home,
box.
and your mom and dad are both awake and kind of stirring, and I guess we were more tired than I thought we were.
Are you okay?
Well,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
we
the
just
picture.
passed out for a quick nap, I guess. I mean,
You
working
don't
hard.
do that. That's not normal.
I know
Can-
that, dear, but it's nothing.
Everybody in town did it.
Can I take a quick
Well,
2-minute
what
break?
do
I
you
gotta get him
mean?
out of the tub.
Go ahead.
Everybody did. Everybody in town except for 5 of us fell asleep. That's not normal. Mom. What if? I know you're gonna say I'm just thinking crazy again, but look, I can do this now, and I, very like, trying to send her a message like, I can talk to you like this now. I can learn things from these books, and what if there's a purpose? What if this is finally my
Dear,
chance to get the hell out of here?
There's always a purpose, and if you wish to go, then you have my blessing to go.
Dad is not into that.
Your dad wants you to be a blacksmith, like his father before him. It's kind
We
of a
both
family.
know I don't have any big skill with that.
No, dear, your skills fall in other frames. You and I both know that. Your dad'll be fine. I mean, I'll work on giving him a son. I still have several years left.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Make Dad like a leather, like a longer leather protector I just feel like maybe just in case he needs a longer one.
That's funny you should say that. I did have
It's not
such a
funny.
weird dream while I was asleep a little while ago, but
Just a thought. I gotta go.
I mean, usually it's the other way around, but okay.
I just
dear.
turn. That's my. I'm.
And the
really
guys at the
flighty.
fire are awake, and they're kind of looking at the fire like, how the hell did that get lit?
Come on, boxer man.
Seems like the village is awake, and you two want a
good.
box.
Oh.
He wanted to fight. He needed to fight something, so I was like, all right.
All right. So with that,
Check out this
Time.
rookie.
as the two square up to do a little impromptu boxing match in the center of town, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. It is 11:04. I think we've established this village pretty well.
Yeah. It's small.
Yes, it's very small. It is a very, very small village. And we'll see what happens later tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening. We will be reoccurring this as our new campaign 2 for our Sunday night games, Lost Beginnings. Because, I mean, technically it is the beginning of an adventure for this group who have never been on an adventure before, ever. So let's see what happens and where it goes.
So I'm the lost and they're the beginnings?
Not going to tell you. Because that part of the story may not have happened yet.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, remember, ladies and gentlemen, join us next Friday for Rime the Frost Maiden and Wednesday for Tori and I's play. And as always, we're in this adventure called life together. So please remember that golden rule. Treat those around you the way you would like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.
Bye.